Some people don't hate losing you. They hate losing access to you because access feels like love until it's taken away. Your distance feels like rejection. Your growth feels like abandonment. So tonight, we ask one question. Did they love you, or did they love having access to you?
Land your plane, land your plane, land your plane, land your plane.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for boarding with Land Your Plane Podcast. I am your pilot instructor, Della Nooch, and I am alongside with my co-pilots.
But not. No, you don't. I just did it.
Greetings. Shall I introduce myself now?
Yeah.
Greetings. My tag is Venus Noir, and that's a tribute to the Hottentot Venus. I'm also known as the Harlem Bombshell, Venus of Harlem, spreading love everywhere I go. My birth name is Shelley. Not as exciting.
Thank you. You might have to use headphones because it got like a weird.
Okay, so maybe I'm going to switch
Therapy.
to my cell phone if I. Okay, so let me just try something different.
Oh yeah, if you have a laptop, computer is always better.
I'm on my laptop now,
Um,
so it doesn't.
my
It
iPhone
sounds
might be better.
okay. All right, let me see if I can switch.
KK, introduce yourself. Or you on mute? You. Can y'all hear me? Hold on till we get everything right. Technical difficulties will be on in a momento. Uno momento.
How did the show already start?
Could I restart it? Can I end it and restart it?
Then everybody has to jump back on.
No, it's all right. We live. Okay. You back on. What do I remove the other one? Yeah, let's see. Move that one. How you sound now?
Testing. How is it?
Way better. More vocal. No feedback.
Whoa,
Okay.
Yup.
whoa.
All right, well, let's hear. All right. Let me do the whole little
What's
intro
poppin',
thing.
bludgeon?
Wagwan you.
What's poppin', bludgeons?
Hold on, I'm gonna get to you in a second, my guy.
Good, bludgeon.
Oh my god.
Here he go. All right, yeah. Everybody introduce yourself. Females first. My co-pilot. Chill.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Testing.
Yeah,
Yes,
we hear
sir.
you.
I hear Dirty. I hear Shelly.
Man, it's your boy
Testing.
What's
Money Bags
poppin', Legend?
extraordinaire.
Let me see.
You hear me?
Testing.
He said ladies first, Gemini.
I know. I was just testing.
You should have did this before the show. I'm just gonna keep it 6-0 with you.
That's what I was low key doing. Make sure.
Okay.
Yo, keep it all the way brim, huh? I mean, blood.
This nigga's the devil. Grandma was right about some of us when she was saying that. I'm telling you.
Are we gonna
Okay.
are we doing introductions or are we all in the panel?
Okay.
We all in the panel. We all can hear each other. They know who we is, man. We just gonna get straight to it.
No, we getting straight to it then.
Let's get straight to it. Both genders experience love with equal intensity, but express and process it through different accents and behaviors. Man's love is often visible through his protective instincts and efforts to fix things. Women's love is built on consistent trust and emotional security. A man wants to be a woman's first love, while a woman wants to be a man's last love. Ultimately, if love is a union, one cannot own one cannot own more of a shared circle than the other. That's the opening statement. What's your how y'all feel about that? It's on the floor.
Can you repeat the statement?
That was a lot.
All right, hold on. Here we go. I'll say a little storytelling mode. Both genders experience love with equal intensity, but express it and process it through different accents and behaviors. Man's love is often visible through his protective instincts and effort to fix things. Women's
You
love
could
is built on consistent trust and emotional security. A man wants to be a woman's first love, while a woman wants to be a man's last love. Ultimately, if love is a union, one cannot own one more of the shared circle than the other.
All right. What's the question?
What's your comments on that? What you how you any
I think that people's want to what they want to be to somebody it varies from person to person. I mean, in general, I think that a man would want to be a woman's last love too. Sometimes I think that you can find the same situation with a man. I don't think every man cares about sleeping with a virgin or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
definitely
don't think
feel
that's
like you could find the same situation with a man. I definitely think you can.
because I think that in this day and time, it's definitely different from when we was like before when everybody was getting with virgins all day long, and then that you probably would be that person's first love or their first partner. Nowadays, I feel like we also want to be the person's last love because why would how would that even be a thing if they already some of them have kids already, some of them have things like that. I've met people who been married before, especially at my age. You're meeting different people. You're not gonna is the idea that you're gonna be somebody's first love is gonna I think it's just almost unrealistic unless you're like young or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
On the contrary, sir. On the contrary, a lot of us think that we know what love is, and we subject that on certain partners and stuff like that, especially because you're having intercourse with them. They automatically assume that's love. It isn't until you get older. You can't say that you met your first love until you've actually fell in love. Just because you like somebody a lot doesn't mean that you'll love them. I can guarantee you that much over that. So a lot of people really don't meet their first love until they know what love is. You could think that you met your first love or feel like that person may have loved you wholeheartedly, until you find somebody and you actually see what love is. And that can change all the time, and it changes all the time. I don't feel like you have to be in old age to meet your first love. And I don't feel like that is more common that you meet your first love when you are younger just because that person took your virginity. That's crazy. I didn't love the person that took my virginity. I don't think any man in this room loved the person that took their virginity. So to say that is just crazy. To even correlate the two would be like man thinking. A man thinks that love comes through sex. It doesn't. No conversation, no nothing, haven't built nothing. So that's just my bloody interpretation on it, Bloodrins.
Respectfully. Anybody else? I would like everybody's thoughts on it, and I read the statement. So if you have any
I
thoughts
didn't
on it,
even
share
hear the
it.
statement. I just wanted to contradict what Mo said.
That's what
What
I'm
was the
saying.
statement?
'Cause he's picking apart what I'm saying and taking it for word. And I just was using examples of the fact that when you meet somebody,
Yo,
they're probably
Bloodrin.
already
Yo,
they already
Bloodrin.
seasoned.
Well,
I'll let you talk. I'll let you
I'm
talk.
asking him to read the statement so I can make a clear statement. Chill out,
Nah,
blood. It ain't even
well,
that
you
serious,
already
blood. Chill, blood. Relax, Bloodrin. We good.
you got it.
Read it for me again, Mega, please.
Oh, I got you.
Appreciate you, Bloodrin.
Both genders experience love with equal intensity, but express it and process it through different accents and behaviors. Man's love is often visible through his protection instincts and effort to fix things. Women's love is built on consistent trust and emotional security. A man wants to be a woman's first love, while a woman wants to be a man's last love. Ultimately, if love is a union, one cannot own more of a shared circle than the other.
Oh yeah, well then I answered it. I answered it good then. Off the freestyle. You feel me, Bloodrin?
You
I
answered it
keep it
Respectfully.
terribly.
popping.
Second.
Thank you, Blood. I appreciate you, Blood.
As I can interject from, I do agree with what you said in terms of what a woman desires. Can you hear me
Hmm.
okay?
Yes,
Yeah, we hear
Is
ma'am.
you perfect.
my voice is coming through? Um, but when it comes to love itself, I think you have to find it within your soul. Because I think there's a difference between, I think the young man, what's his name? Sig, how do you say your name? Sigayo?
Sigio.
Sigil.
You
It's
Sigio.
could call me
Biggie O
Blood
now.
though.
Biggie
And
O.
Sig is there's a difference between lust and love.
Hmm.
And there's like this trend when I was, going through my coming of age era, um, where you would make sex or the intimate act of intimacy is the love itself, or that the relationship is based on how well or how compatible you are in the act of having sex or being intimate. And I think love is much more than just that particular part of what happens between a man and a woman. I think love is knowing that this person, that you can rely on this person, that you can trust this person. They're going to be there through the ups and the low, the highs and the lows, the ups and the downs. And yeah, when it comes to the sex part, yeah, a woman would like to, she doesn't want a man to step out. But that's usually not always the case, in my experience and with the women I know. But I think there are exceptions to that.
Respectfully.
Thanks for
Okay,
sharing.
okay. She's solo on that.
Well, I think we are, we flying in the same lane, pretty
I feel
much.
like
Yeah.
So
I feel like
it's only the male chauvinistic person that feels differently.
I feel like there's a thing where people kind of like took what I said, like I said, not her, more just Sig. What I'm saying is that I might be your first real love, but in order to me to do certain stuff with somebody, it doesn't. You might have felt like you was in love with that person. Was it real? Was it fake? Who knows? Obviously, it might not have been real if it didn't last. However, I'm saying the feeling of being in love, what that
Which you
means.
usually feel through your loins.
I never said I only feel that through my loins, but that is a true
Okay.
statement. I'll live on that. I do only feel it through my loins. How you feel about that?
I feel that you are chauvinistic, blood, but that's beyond the point, blood.
I am. I am.
Keep it popping.
Oh, you're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble if that's where you feel love.
Talk to
Talk.
him.
I'm not one of these fake male feminists that you're gonna run
Oh
across.
no, I'm far from a feminist. I'm just me.
Gemini.
I just actually like
They
women.
say a hit dog holler. That's what they say, right?
I just actually like women.
They say a hit dog holler.
Chill out, blood.
Gem, any thoughts? Kenyon, KK?
Jim, what
Um,
up? What's popping, blood?
what's going on, bro?
How you doing, blood? You good?
Man, I'm excellent, man. How was your day going so far?
Super five, cuz I can't lie, blood.
We woke up today. You feel me?
Super five.
Um, it's me. I have a personal story.
Would you like to share it with us?
Um, quick story short, right? Her mother and my mother accepted our relationship, and we were 13, 14 type shit. So I don't know if that's true love, but I know that um there was a baby involved, right? And after the baby, where our parents said, y'all niggas is too young, we still stayed together type shit for a very long time. So we didn't end our shit until 17, 18, 19 type shit. So that was true love. If that's what we're talking about, that was true love. Like I didn't know about it. And we lost our virginity to each other. You see me? So I felt it. I know that. I know it. I know what it feels like. If I'm on the same page as the brothers or the
No,
question.
no, respectfully. It wasn't really no question. The statement I read, I just wanted to hear everybody's thoughts opening up type shit.
Well, one of the things that I've learned over the years, I grew up in a single parent household, and I ended up working in a male dominant profession. And I realized after working around men for a long time that I didn't really know what a man was. And,
Mhm.
because a lot of women are miseducated on a man or what a man is, what his needs are. Most women, we just look at men from a perspective that he only thinks with his penis. All men cheat. Men, men are not so bright. Women say those kind of things when men are not around. But I found quite the contrary. I think is if you're going to really find love, you really have to understand the needs of there's basic needs that a man has that probably is universal to all men. But then there's the other aspect of, okay, where did you grow up? What kind of family did you grow up in? What do you want? What are you
Did you
what are your
grow up?
where's your future, where do you want to do, things of that, all to me, all those things tie in to what really grows into love. And I don't necessarily think falling in love is the same as growing in love. And even if you find young love, like Jim said, is that is would you say, Jim, that you really love this person as you grew to know yourself, or was that the thing that began
No,
to
no. Our parents allow us to be together at 13, 14. So it grew
okay.
from there. You feel me? So that became love. And then a baby came where they said, nah, no babies, but we'll still allow you to be together.
Five.
You feel me? So we
Say
had to be like,
five.
go ahead.
That didn't happen.
No,
You can go.
nobody
No, I
interjected. Go
thought
ahead.
you said something. I'm stuck. Because I thought she was saying something.
Nah, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
No, I was just answering her question because she had a question for me.
Oh, all right, cool.
Okay.
Answering her question.
All right, cool, cool. Appreciate those thoughts and those comments.
Always blood.
And we're gonna move on to the next joint. You know what it is. Scenario number one. Let's start it. The overgiver. If the shoe fits, wear it. If not, just give your thoughts and your comments. One person gives everything emotionally. My question to the
Mm,
panel, to the floor is: did you give out love or fear they leave? Have you been the overgiver? It's on the
What?
floor.
Wait. Can you say that? You said fear. Who leads?
I said, did you give out love or fear they leave? As far as being the
Oh,
overgiver, one person that gives everything emotionally, the only one that's emotionally involved, not involved, but you feel me?
attached,
that's a
right?
deep statement.
Attached.
That's a deep
Yeah, you see,
question.
you see, I did. You
Yeah.
see, I did that shit go. See, I did this shit go
Yeah.
because you
Have
giving
you
up.
been that? Have you
You
been
giving
that
up.
one,
Look,
or have you been in the role where
now look,
somebody
look,
has
bro.
been the overgiver? What's your thoughts?
Now
Or
look,
answer.
bro.
It's on the floor.
I can tell you right now, my bro want to go because he's gonna tell you that he don't give a fuck,
Testing.
right? Bro's gonna tell you that. Me personally, it's how many years you've been with the person or how many years you
Has the
like.
floor.
I can't. I don't understand what's going on. Is it me or no?
No.
No, it's not you. She trying to get her things situated
That's
over
what I.
here.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm a land. I'm a land
Can you hear me,
because
Mano?
I'm.
Yes, we
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
have you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead, love. Go ahead.
Um, the over. I've definitely given. I've been more emotional in relationships, but there was a time before I understood my value that, and I'm, might as well be vulnerable and put it out there. I was a magnet for emotionally unavailable men. Does that make sense?
Say that one more time.
And because I
You
always wanted to love a man for who he was, and I always wanted to show him that I loved him for who he was. But there that can backfire on you if you're
did you lose
um
you in the process?
you have to let a man be a man. And sometimes, when you're growing up in a certain environment, especially influenced by Black female baby boomers, which I was, they were very much feminists. They were very much influenced by the women's liberation movement of the 1970s. So there was a lot of influence on, you have to bring your own into a relationship per se. And so I was dating someone, and he actually told me I thought like a man. And I was like, well, I'm a relatively feminine, but it made me evaluate myself, made me take a deeper look into how was I showing up in the relationship. And I was more concerned about bringing certain credentials, and not allowing a man to be a man, and because I wasn't in my feminine. So I was actually more in masculine energy. And so therefore you get these relationships when you're showing up as the strong, independent woman, that you really don't need anything. And so if you show up like this is me personally, I'm not saying this is the case universally. This is what I've experienced. When you show up like that, it's hard for a man to want to be emotionally available. You're basically going to get, pretty much friends with benefits, because you're independent.
Mhm.
So, like, I'm strong, I'm independent, I don't need a
My bad.
man kind of energy, even though I wasn't saying that vocally. That's how I was showing up,
Yeah.
you know. So
Can
I
I
would
ask you a
be the
quick
one who would
question?
end up giving
Can
more
I ask? Can I
emotionally.
can I ask you a quick question? Say you were the same person for or 3 years? When do you
Yeah, it's
feel?
a
When
lot.
do you?
It's a very interesting thing to learn. And I think Kevin Samuels, he talked about that a lot, about the, men
Is
don't
my mic
necessarily
muted?
care like where you went to
Hold on.
college, what kind of degrees you have. And, I grew up, that's what it was, get your career, get your degree, all the things were how much money you make. And those are not always the credentials that a man is looking for,
Hmm.
when it comes to really wanting to be with someone. He's looking for who you are as a woman, more so. But as a modern woman, we're not always thinking like that, and I
Respectfully.
Right.
think as,
Can you
yeah,
can you hear everybody
Is
on the
my is
panel?
my is my is my
I can
mic
hear,
muted?
yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you because Jen was asking you a question. You can hear him?
I
Oh,
wanted to ask you
no,
a
I can't. Okay,
question.
I didn't hear Jim.
That's what I'm saying. She didn't hear me, so I don't want. Not is
Then
I
no, go
land
ahead,
it.
go ahead. Ask your question.
Nah, because I wanted to solidify what she was saying at that
Because Manny,
moment.
I mean,
She's
De
not
La
hearing
Nouche,
me.
you're coming in loud and clear. Jim is
Okay.
Yeah,
kind of
she's not
breaking up.
hearing me.
Jim is breaking up. Can you all hear him?
I can hear him. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me still? I'm assuming
I
y'all can.
wanted to.
I can hear you. Yes.
I wanted to ask you a question. You can't hear me.
We can hear you. Go ahead. Ask.
I know, bro, but she can't hear me.
She can hear you. Ask the question.
No, I can't hear him for some reason. If you can repeat the
Nigga.
question for me, because I can't hear him. I don't know
Oh, okay.
why. I can hear
So
everybody else.
I'm a step out, but the question is over, so it's irrelevant.
All right. You still can answer. You can come back when you come back in. The question is, did you give out love or feared they'd leave? Is she right? Is she flying solo with that, or any else thoughts on that?
I think it wasn't it something emotionally attached to that as well.
Yeah, the scenario was one person that gives everything emotionally. Have you been that person, or somebody been that to you? The overgiver.
Um,
I've definitely been the
I
overgiver.
I think as being a grown man now, um, I understand emotion more so than I project emotion. Um, my role inside of my family is the brain. And as the brain, I cannot make decisions based off of emotions. But I do identify emotions as far as to have a happy home. I identify like, okay, something's not right. And I think as a man, that is the bare minimum of what we can do. Yes, you do have
There's a
more
question
men.
in the comments.
There is some men
She said.
who are
See, it's the sidebar. What was that?
My
that's
bad.
me.
My bad.
I can't hear bro speak.
Nobody can hear me. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes.
I can't. No, go ahead.
I think
But
my
like I've definitely been the overgiver in
See,
relationships.
I
that's
don't
the
think she
part.
can hear
Emotionally.
me. She
I
only
have
can hear
She
you,
definitely,
can't.
brother.
definitely,
See,
definitely been there.
you got to step
Oh,
out and
Shelly,
come
can you
back
hear?
in.
Eh, No,
Yeah,
I
could you?
cannot.
She got to
Yeah,
step out and come back in.
Okay, let me
yeah.
hold
Go
on
out
one
and come back in
second.
because she can hear me clear. I don't know why she can't hear the rest of the panel.
She can hear me too, she said. So I don't know what's going
Cause
on.
But
y'all
I
are the
had to ask her a
hosts.
question. She said she can't hear me.
It's something that y'all guys have to do on y'all end, probably.
Mhm.
Cause
I'm
y'all have
lit.
the yeah, y'all have the control. I can hear Gemini.
We
I don't
Yeah, we
said
think
can hear
Gemini
you.
can hear me though.
I can hear everybody. Me and
I
Mo can hear
can, bro. I
everybody.
can, bro. I
I hear
just
you,
want to have.
Biggie.
I wanted to ask her a question, and I
Yo,
couldn't.
chill, bludgeon. Chill, bludgeon. Chill, bludgeon. You know what I mean? We
Go
gonna keep
ahead,
it
Sig.
super fire.
Finish your bill, Sig. My bad.
Yeah, but I was just saying that as far as like, I feel like it has to be either a healthy balance
Can I say that? Can I say
or
one thing?
or a
Can we go
healthy
over? Can we
understanding.
look, bro?
If it's
Can we
a
go
healthy
over? Look, bro.
understanding
Look,
and
bro. Can we go? can we go over her answer of the question and then we build from there, or we gonna you gonna do
I
your
just
thing?
I went off the question that Mega presented to the panel.
All right, all
Yeah,
right,
your own
all right.
answer.
Yeah, I went off of that. As far as having a healthy balance between the two, or a healthy understanding between the two. A lot of times, is a lot of times you have somebody not giving neither one, not making an understanding. Um, I have made it clear who I am and what I'm good at and what I'm great at. I am great at identifying emotions. I am not great at catering to emotions. I have always been the thinker in every relationship that I have been in. I have been the brain. I am that is my role. Don't get it twisted. I'm not afraid to bow down if somebody wants to take the lead. I'm never afraid to learn. That is just a position that I play.
I
And
love you,
and
my
being
nigga.
that and being
I
that
love
being
you,
my
my nigga.
position, I'm not afforded to work off of emotion. If I make a decision of, like, let's say me and Shorty get into an argument, I'm upset. Now I'm like, fuck everything and destroy everything because now I am emotional. Right. And then
Right.
if I told my peers that story, they would say, yo, you was acting like a
Pussy
little
ass
girl.
nigga. You pussy ass nigga.
Exactly. So I'm not afforded
You,
to move off of emotions. I do, however, take health days. I take self-care days for myself to work on my emotional balance within myself. You know what I mean? But that's just I'm always gonna feel like in any relationship is always gonna be somebody who is more emotionally involved and somebody who is more financially involved than the other. I feel like that is a
first of all,
given.
every woman is different. So you know how we get to these women and everything you know you gotta learn these motherfuckers, bro. But they still glued to the same morality, like the same focus. Like, nigga, you want somebody taking care of you. However you put it, I'm him, right? I'm him. Now you're asking, do we deserve more?
I wouldn't say
Nigga,
so
hell
much
yeah.
as I wouldn't say as much as taking care of me. I would say taking care of the program, which that I am a part of. I'm never going to say, okay, take care of me. No, this is what needs to be
Nah, nah.
done.
Look, bro.
Everybody in the
I ain't saying take care of me. I'm saying our job is to take care of them. We just
our
have
job is to
we.
take care of the program. Everybody in the boat. This is you have
I
your
respect it.
opinion.
I
This is
respect
my
it.
opinion.
No, I
Everybody in the
respect it.
boat. Yeah, everybody
No,
in the
no,
boat got a
no.
row. Whatever you're good at, that's what you
If
need to
you
be doing.
look, bro, if you choose to say the program is the women, then I respect it.
No, no, I don't say the program is the woman. The program is the household where you live at, how to keep the roof on. If somebody is good at doing paperwork, then you have them doing paperwork. If somebody is good at running out in the streets, then that's what they do. They run out in the streets, get the clientele, whatever the case may be. We all watched The Wire. It was on TV for years, and it was number one HBO show. You had people and you had jobs that needed to be done. Everybody, you when you pick a mate, and this is the mate that you want to be with, you pick something that she is good at, and hopefully it is opposing to you. What I'm saying off of Megas,
So look, bro, you stay, right?
yes, I
Because
stayed.
it fits you. Like I now I now like not control, but I now know that she with the program, what you're saying, right?
What I'm saying is it's beneficial to the household.
But it's
If
more
something is not
it's
beneficial
more
to
to
the
you
household,
though.
it's
But
not.
it's more to
It.
you because look, it's
You
more
keep
to
saying
you because
I'm not a selfish person. I don't just think about me. I think about everything within the household. Everything
respectfully.
within the household. I don't just put it on me. I'm not gonna say me and then talk from a selfish point of view, because some people are like that, like me. Now shit is
Yes,
getting cut off,
yes,
motherfucking.
yes.
Now you don't wanna work, you don't want to be a provider, you don't want to do your part because this person is pouring everything into you emotionally and financially. That's the reason.
Yeah,
That's why I
I
say us.
respect
That's
it.
why I say
Yeah,
we,
I
because
respect
we're
it.
all
But you
playing a
said a
part.
program, bro. You said a
That's
program. I don't work off a
well,
program, bro.
You don't
well,
have to. That's
That's what I'm saying.
that's what a program is. Everybody involved inside is a corporation. That is the program. That's what it's called. That is the definition of a program. All parties involved is part of a program. Just like if you open up the motherboard of a computer, all of them little chips and things that you see in there, that's all working together
Respectfully.
to make that
So
PC work. That is a program.
so
Anytime you
if
get
you
on the app
if
on your
look,
phone, behind the app, that is a program. So when you walk into a house and you see how everybody is uniform and on one accord, that is how they are running their program.
look, bro. So you start a community. Is that a program or is that a community that you
in order for
started?
the
What
community
is
to
it?
work, it will need
The
to be
the
a
thing
program.
the thing behind
Now
the
I'm only asking the
community,
question. Is that a
I'm
program or
I'm telling you, the thing behind the community that makes the community thrive and do better, that is the program that is set up.
but you started it? See, you gotta you are the cause of it. So is it a program or is it a community? Which one do you want?
The program is the thing behind the community that makes it work. Let's just say we're talking about a community, right? You need somebody growing the harvest, you need somebody cleaning the water, making sure they have good irrigation, you have to have somebody who's paving the roads when it snows, you have somebody to make sure it doesn't flood. All of that is part of a program that keeps the community running. If you are doing it by yourself,
You
then the
can't. You
community is
gotta
going
choose
to fall
one. You
apart.
gotta choose one. You
No,
gotta
you
choose
what are
one.
you talking about?
Respectfully, you gotta choose one.
A
You
community
gotta
only
choose
works if
one.
it doesn't the community only works if it has a program. If it doesn't have a program, the community will destroy and implode on itself because nothing
That's on
it
you. That's
that's
on you if it fails. That's on you if it fails. So you're gonna do a program where
you right.
it
You right. You got it. You
right
right.
like
You
a
right. You are all
program
the way right. You're
is
all the way
look.
right.
Hold
You
on,
got it.
bro. Hold
You
on,
got
bro.
no,
Hold
you
on,
got it.
bro.
You got it. You got it.
All
You
right,
got
then
it.
let me speak then. If
You
I
got
gotta
it.
let me speak, because you spoke. A program to me, a program to me is doomed to fail. A community works with what is supposed. You set the tone. I am it. This is my community, not a program. I'm asking you, is it different on your eyes? Like, what's your program? What's your community?
You can't
It's
have
two
one
different
without the
things.
other. You can't have one without the other. You can't have a
What?
community without a program.
hold on. We might be getting off a topic away from where we was originally at.
We still in the same spot. We haven't went anywhere. We haven't
Okay.
went
Thank
anywhere.
you. Thank you.
You have somebody who believes that they are the almighty in any relationship. That's what it sounds like to me. And he doesn't understand
No,
how a
sir.
program
No,
works
sir. I
and why
didn't
it's
say that.
beneficial
No,
and why a
sir. I didn't
program is
say that.
beneficial and why everybody needs to play their part. A community can't thrive without a program. Just like you can't have a relationship without somebody
That's a
being the more emotional one and without somebody being the thinker of the situation. That's when it starts to crumble. When you have somebody trying to be emotional and trying to be the thinker of the situation. What happens
bro.
then, the relationship implodes on itself.
Are you the owner of your program?
Am I the owner of my program? Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's a whole different. Yes. Every program has a president, a dictator, or somebody, or a leader. Yes, but it still has a program. Yes, you have to have somebody to identify the jobs that people are good at and put them in place. And you also have to have a CEO who also can back your decision.
But you put them in place.
But
You
it's
put them
still a
in place.
program.
They
Oh,
supposed to put themselves in
correct.
place.
I don't understand. I don't understand
What
what's
you were
going
saying,
on, man.
Dirk?
I'm asking him, and they supposed to put themselves in their place.
Me or him?
Yeah, you said to him he's wrong for putting them in their place. So should they put themselves in their place? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Put the no. You own it. You're building a community. He want
Only
the program, right?
I'm not building a
Programs
community.
don't
I'm running a
work, bro.
program too. That's your
yeah,
Programs
opinion.
don't work. Programs don't work. It's set to fail.
programs are behind everything. Programs are behind everything. Nothing works without a
Your
program.
phone works from a program.
Everything works from a
But you
program.
don't
All
control
right, all
it.
right, all right. We're not gonna get
Hold
all
on,
right.
stop.
We
Hold
don't.
on, hold on, Eddie. You don't control the program. You don't control the program. You control the community.
Okay,
Period.
With
cool.
the program.
Everybody's got it. On to the next. The original question was: did you love them at a? Did you give them at a? Did you give out of love or fear that they'd leave? As far as being an overgiver, or were you loving? And my second question is: were you loving them or trying to earn love? On the floor. We're
I
still
give
on
it
the
to my
first
brother.
scenario.
Some loaded questions there.
Yeah, they're a little triggering.
I feel I feel in the beginning stages of a relationship, the honeymoon stage of the relationship, I think we are ourselves maximized on the good so that I guess in a sense it's earning love. I'm gonna speak for me. In the honeymoon stages of a relationship, I am maximizing the good things about myself. Maximizing on the good things of myself. Or making sure the good things about myself overshadow the bad things about myself. Well, while also tell see, I do this. I tell them, females, when I'm first with them, all the bad
Yo, you
things
know what
that
you're
I
doing
do
right now,
have.
bro? You double
I'm
downing.
talking.
Hold on,
I
don't
know.
interrupt. Let them land.
All right. You double downing, bro.
Well, can you at least let him finish his thought so then you can respond?
Man, shut up. Let my brother finish his thoughts. Shut up.
All right, Jim.
Now I'm
I'm
on
just
one.
in
I'm
my
on one. I've been quiet for
feelings.
2 days. I've been quiet for 2 days. I'm on one.
But you gotta find the one to be on though. But look, check it. Listen, this this is I am the type of person that I will tell you all my good sides and my bad sides. I will tell you who I am. But while I'm telling you who I am, especially in the honeymoon stage, it's hard to see. And I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one in that boat. That when you tell them and within the honeymoon stage, you're like, yeah, but I've been known to do this, I've been known to do this. And then they say to you, oh, I just don't see that in you. And then you say what? Something in the terms of stick around. You feel me? So I feel like within the honeymoon stage, I feel like all of us are projecting a personified good version of ourselves in order to earn the attention of the mate. I feel like longer down the road, we are you are doing things so that especially if you're saying that this is the love of your life, you do start doing things so that they don't leave, whether it be having the decency to fold up your clothes after you take them off or place them in the laundry, and you're hearing their concerns and stuff like that. We're not doing Yes, we're doing that because we want to do it for them, but it's also like, yo, I don't want to pile up on top of other shit that I'm doing and force this person to leave. Especially if you go to this person and you tell them the things that you feel they are doing wrong, and then they start to change them. A
Mhm.
lot of the conversations that happen when we're talking about detrimental things within a relationship it's coming from a if this doesn't change, then I might leave. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, I feel like love will change you without your permission because, yes, you don't want them to leave, but you also want to make them happy. If you are not in a relationship to make your partner happy, then what the fuck are you in a relationship for?
Mhm.
If
Respectfully.
Mm.
she's If she's telling you things that's making her unhappy, and you're telling her things that make and you're telling her things that make you unhappy, and everybody just sits around and say, you know what, like it or love it, this is who the fuck I am. Then what ends up happening is you either walk around the house miserable or you split up.
100 fucking
I'm
percent.
landing.
I'm
I'm
landing.
landing.
100%. 100%, bro.
You want to add
I,
to that?
100%. 100 fucking percent. But I also may want to add that you like the age you are. You want to start all over, or you want to just like and accept. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's an accepting in there. Like if you 45 and you caught one and y'all niggas did 5 years, hey bro, what you complaining about? Nigga, it is what it is. So I concur with my bro. Walk around the house and all of that. But you gotta understand something, one thing. You accepted it. That's your community. You brought that on. Or else, watch this, what you just said. If we're arguing like this and nothing can be established, either you accept it or you walk the fuck away. N- Nowadays, ain't nobody walking the fuck away, bro. No one's fucking. No one's walking. I I know mine. I know it's gonna be on YouTube and all that great shit. We are constantly. I hate it, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to do without her because it's just. I did these years with her, and so the storyline with these years that I did with her. Why the fuck would I leave now to start all over? Hell no, bro. So I accept it. I accept it. So I walk around the house like, but then I look at my age. Like, nigga, I got what I got. It is what it is. Either walk away or don't. I don't choose to walk away. I'm a real nigga. And they got attitudes like a motherfucker. They emotions, bro. Periods and just taking this shit in their head and they want to argue with you, all that shit. And they gotta take all that, bro. I'm good. I accept what it is. I land my plane.
Respectfully,
I
man. I
mean,
appreciate you sharing that.
to comment on that, I would say I've been there, but I feel like at the same time, that's some level of selfishness because if we can't be happy together, maybe we could be happy with different people. And if I'm only going to hold you out of fear that I can't maybe find somebody else because I'm too old or that I put too much time in, that's like having a car that's not working and you refusing to get a new car because I owned this car for too long. You know what I mean? It's like having a house that has roaches and you refuse to move because I lived in this house too long. If you can't at some point come to some type of conclusion where we can both be happy with each other, then maybe we don't need to be together. And I'm not talking about you personally.
Can I say
Wait,
one thing? Can I say
let
one
me
thing,
finish.
Mo?
Let me say one.
Real quick.
Let me finish.
About the car. Look, about the car issue. I know white people that have cars in their garages for 50 years, never been touched.
That could be a
Old.
But
hoarder.
it's a metaphor though. It's a metaphor.
That's what I'm saying, right? So I know white people or black people that
I
have
mean,
cars in their garages for years. They hold
yeah,
on to it. You feel me?
and
They
that's a,
hold
and
on
that
to it.
and all you're doing, you know, is an old proverb where they parable where they say, in order for God to bless you, you got to make room. As long as your hands is full, I can't put nothing new in your hands. If I'm holding on to something that, and I'm not talking about your situation personally, I'm talking to the audience who might be listening and what that might mean and how they can interpret it to go that if your hands are already full because you're holding on to something that is not for you, how can I ever have room in your hand to give you something that is for you? Um, I've been there. And then I'm not saying that when you think it ain't for you, that a good conversation and a couple of good conversations can make it to where everybody can have some level of happiness, because I know that that's what caused my pain for so long in my relationship, and the inability to want to conversate and
For
have
a
those
fact
hard
that I
and
know
have
for a
those.
fact that in our family, there is two people that have been together thick and thin. And then you can go to them and they can teach you about being together. Have
I
y'all
mean,
ever like
I
you feel
think one of
me?
the
Have
big
you ever witnessed two people in your family that been together for years?
yeah, but the
You
two
Yes.
see what I'm
people I know
saying?
that the two people I know that have been together the longest are the most secretive. So if I could
Yeah.
learn anything, if I could learn anything from them, I could learn to try to keep my business between me and my partner, opposed to putting it in the
Respectfully.
street. That's the most I can
Facts.
learn
Respectfully.
from them. Because any other tips, I don't even know if they're willing to give it because they so secretive. They
Yeah,
have cheated.
but
I
look,
found
look,
out
Mo,
later. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me see what I'm saying. Please
they've
let
been
me.
together for that many years, from 12 to 14, and then did the whole stretch, 58. You feel
Are
what I'm
they happy
saying? Like,
though?
Even then, I don't know if I want, and that's what he just hit on. I was about to say, even then, I think that a relationship is good from other people. However, I don't think everybody relationship has to be like a cookie cutter situation. I think that's one of the biggest issues we have in relationships is that I want what this person has in their relationship, opposed to
yeah, it'd be
what
like
and
that.
what would want may be best for my relationship and what I like doing and what she likes doing. Some people want to go everywhere with you. Some people don't. So I could
Yeah.
be envious of that. I could see a person who has a partner because I do comedy. So I could see a person who has a partner who's at every comedy show there supporting them or whatever you want to call it. And I could then start having animosity with my partner going, damn, you never show up to my shows, or you only show up to one show, or why you don't come, why don't you have that energy? Opposed to realizing that maybe my partner might be an introvert. They might not want to be going out. And that's part of like overstanding and maybe being willing to accept that, or like I said, find somebody who is more extroverted and who's willing to go out more and support me in the way I want to be supported. But I think it's a level of acceptance, not in a point of settling, but just being overstanding and not, like I said, not have allowing envy of other people's relationship. I know when I was younger, my first baby mother, I remember watching Jerry
Mm.
Springer, and they was having so many damn threesomes on Jerry Springer. These niggas got these niggas got one tooth, and they got two bitches, and I'm sitting there like, damn, son, I got all my teeth. Why can't I get a
If you
threesome?
if you with if
That
you
shit.
with somebody if you with somebody if you with somebody look if you with somebody for 15 years, either watch this, 15, 16, 15, 20 years, right? Either go with go with it. The times is what it is, or spark your relationship. Cause I'm already with you, so I know the shit out of you. We're 20 years in.
I would say yes and
We just
no. I would disagree with
look.
that. I would disagree with
Nah,
that. Though.
but
I'm gonna let you talk,
look
but I
what
would
you
have
did,
to
Mo.
agree with
Look
that.
what you did, Mo. Is you took their relationship and then they seen how relationships are in the present. Oh, we want to be like this. We want to be like this, but it doesn't work for you because you want to put that into your relationship. What works in your relationship is what y'all put in. 20 years
Can I
in.
but um, brother Delanush Manny, he mentioned like, do you give in the effort? Are you afraid to let go? Because I sense if you stay in a situation because you've been together for so many years, is that love or is that fear of letting go? I
Yeah.
know that and because at the end of the day, life, we all here, I think one thing we all can agree on in this circle right now is that life is too short. Life
Fact.
goes by very fast. And happiness is something everybody, or joy, it's something we all desire. And so if you're in a set of circumstances or living situation within a relationship, and I've seen people go both ways. I've seen people part and I've seen people stay together. And the people that part, they it's you have to me it's loving yourself more than anything else. Like I have to love myself in and out of the situation. And so if I stay in a situation I'm not happy, I don't see what's the point in being together.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If you gave 25 years of your life up, you want to start all over?
If
I
it's if it's
wouldn't.
You're 48. You're 48, 49 years old. You want to start all over, and that person that you glued to, that means what?
I don't
Let them answer.
believe.
Let
Nothing.
them
No,
Okay,
answer.
that look, that means nothing. The 30 years we spent together mean nothing. So
of
you're all
course
of
it
a
means
sudden
something.
Hold
tired.
on. You ask a question. Let
Okay.
them answer, and then you can
Uh,
rebuttal it.
of course it means something. But if, because it's life itself, it's 30 years of life years that you don't get back. But in love, it's like I love myself with you or without you. And so my father, he left my family when I was very young. So I learned very young that even if you love someone, it doesn't mean that they're going to be with you. It's like you have to love a person knowing that they have a choice to stay or go. If it's other than that, it's conditional. You know what I'm saying? It's like I always love prepared. I always love prepared. And I say that because I have to be prepared. If he stays, I'm happy. But if he goes, I'm just as happy because I have love with me all the time. And and I'm not, every to each his own. Now, this is a fact, to each his own. I mean, some people stay together for 50, 60, 70 years, and and that's a fact. They would be happy for those 50, 60, 70 years.
Mhm.
But and did I freeze? Am I frozen?
No,
Okay, no.
no, you good.
No,
Okay.
you
We
good.
hear you. We hear you.
And that's the thing, because I have seen people stay together for 50 years and more and be unhappy, but they are fully invested, just like Gemini says. They are fully invested. They will not part because of the years they have invested. But on how I feel, if I'm not happy, I want to be happy.
Hmm.
That's just me personally. I want to be happy. And if we're
Hmm.
going to grow together and, build together and create together, and we find happiness in what we're creating together. But if I'm not happy, then I can't stay. That's just me.
But you know each other's
That should
buttons.
be
30
that should be
years. You know each
anybody.
other's buttons,
I
right?
would say
You
now,
know each other's
thank
buttons.
you.
So
Let me
Yeah.
30
go now.
years.
Let me
So
say.
let me stop right. Let me just jump in
Wait,
right quick,
pause,
Dirt.
please. I
I'm
gotta
not.
say this, please.
Go
I'm not
ahead.
trying. Please, Sig. I just want to say this before. First of all, if I met somebody 15, 20, or 30 years ago, they don't know me today. They knew me. There's no way I'm
Yes.
going to be the same person for 15, 10 years. That would be an
No, together,
illusion.
bro.
Let me talk. Let me
Together.
talk. Let me talk. Let me say what I'm saying. Even then, I'm changing on a daily basis. There's
So if
things
you're
that I
not
might have,
growing,
if I'm not growing, then yeah, they would know everything about me. But that's like me and my partner. I met my partner about 18, 19 years ago. We wasn't together the whole 18 years. We had a lot of spaces when we wasn't together. However, when I met her, I was selling drugs. I was living at Mega's house in the living room, sharing a living room.
and if she brought drugs in there today,
You know what I mean? I don't even. I
mm,
mean, I know it seems like I'm always trying to bring that, but that's just the reality of who I am now. I don't even smoke a drink right now. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's a whole different. I don't sell drugs right now. That's not one of my options. I do a lot of different shit. So the things that I might have needed her at one point, hold this pack. I don't need her to hold a pack no more. I might have needed her to hold a gun while we was driving around. I don't need that no more. I might have needed more freedom to go out and make my little traps and all of that. Her to understand those type of things. I'm not that person. And I hopefully every day I'm not the person I was yesterday in a greater form. Or at least I'm working towards something greater. So I feel like that's one of the misconceptions and one of the issues you face in love in general is that the person I fell in love with might not be the person who I have to stay in love with.
and
The
what I
person
was
I,
gonna say,
oh, my bad, you can go.
Well,
My bad.
and what I was gonna say touches on that as well. I don't give even if you've been together for 15 to 20 years, and then you have one person constantly growing, and then you have another person just constantly staying the same and refusing to grow, not even trying to meet you at your level. What happens is it start to disrupt your peace, and anything that disrupts your peace, that means the price is too high for companionship. And it is at that time that everybody has to make a conscious decision to either change or get better or just leave. Because what happens is if people are walking around in anger and turmoil 24/7, 365, anything that comes in contact with them will burn. So now you're not just disrupting the peace within your household, you're disrupting the peace within anything that comes into your circumference. And that could be financially. You can start to block your blessings or halt your prosperity in a sense. Because if you're in turmoil at home, it's hard to go to your job and perform an effective level that gets you a promotion. This is not me talking. These are studies that people have done. These are studies. So anything it starts affecting your thinking, then it starts to affect your emotions, then it can also start to affect your health. You could get high blood pressure. These are the things that could come from just having fear of leaving somebody and then living in complete turmoil 24/7, 365. Instead of just cutting the reins and saying, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. It's easier to say, you know what? How that song go? Sometimes you got to know when to hold them. You got to know
I
when to
want to
fold
call
them.
them.
You got to know when to walk away
Know when to run. You can't count your
and know when to
blessings
run. Because
when
if
you at the
she's a
table.
psycho, if she a psycho chick and she say, "All right, you want to leave it," then it's time to run on. You know what I mean? And vice versa.
Also,
But
at the same time, my
I
bad. I heard you.
landed. I
I
landed. I'm
felt you.
good.
Hey, so
And I felt it.
somebody, so somebody can kill somebody if that's the type of relationship y'all on, like just nagging at each other and just hurting each other's emotions and all that
Well,
shit.
that's
At
what can
some
happen.
point,
You know
yeah,
what? I'm
at
gonna tell
Yeah.
you.
some
Let me
point,
tell you. You know how you want to tell stories? Let me tell you a story, Gemini. I'm gonna tell you a story about my mother. She had a guy she was dating before she passed away, and you could think some people might not want to die lonely. You feel me? But she broke up with dude, knowing how sick she was and all of that. Like, fuck it, I'm not happy. I'd rather be alone and not be happy. And she was with that dude for a minute, but she didn't. She wasn't happy.
heart to heart, soul to soul, respectfully. I get
And I'm
it.
just saying.
I get it.
So
I get
if
it.
you're not if a person's not happy, and you gotta think about it. Am I hurting this person or helping them? If we both not happy, am I hurting this person or am I helping them? And am I being fair to their life? Because life is precious. Now, yeah, we
Right,
already might have
right,
took this time.
right.
We could take the good things we had, the bad things we had, whatever. It's all good,
I
but
was
at the
I
same
was
time,
I was speaking of more like, nigga, what else is out there? If you looking for something else because you want to break up type shit and you did
No.
20, 30
hap-
years,
happiness could be
just
out there. Happiness could be
yeah.
out there.
I'm looking
Peace.
at look,
Peace.
I'm looking at it as starting all over. You feel me? Like, damn,
Yeah,
I'm already this age and this ain't working out. And I did 10 years with this person and shit. I'm already fucking 53 years old type shit.
it's all tuition though, because maybe what I learned, not to cut you off, but maybe what I learned from this might be what I needed to get to somebody else and be the better person for them from what I learned
I'm
from
just
this
so
situation.
I'm just talking about the age. So
I'm
if you're
talking about the
56,
age. If I'm 50
look,
years old,
respectfully, if you're 56 years old, hold on, God damn it, I'm sorry. If you're 56 years old and you break up, you're already crinkly. Even though black don't crack, but you're already, you see what I'm saying? You're already, don't
Yeah, I'm gonna
nobody
keep it
want
on.
me.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. As long as my shit work, I'm good.
and they got pills for
Respectfully.
that.
Yeah, but watch this, bro. Watch
Respectfully.
this, bro. Watch this, bro. Watch this, bro. What age you gonna bring? Ain't no 20 or
I don't I
38
don't know
year
I
old.
don't know how
Well,
I don't know how you feel. I don't know how
I'm
you
just
feel
no, no,
about your
no. That's
game.
my question. That's my question. Long as your
Yeah,
shit work, you good.
nah,
You're
I'm saying
56 years
this is
old, bro.
I'm gonna
Look,
keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. All the way 100 with you. I don't
hold on,
care
let me do
what
my
age
light.
I'm at. I really don't care what age I'm at. If anything is
Pardon me, I
disrupting
just
my
did my
peace,
light.
If anything is disrupting my peace, then I will walk away. If I have to find somebody else, then that's what I would do. If I run into somebody else, then I do. If I'll be a gigolo until the day I die, then that's what I will do. But as long as
So
I'm
you
at
know
peace
you know
and I
what's
am
crazy
happy,
about that,
I'm
bro?
not gonna stay in a relationship where I am constantly
You know what's crazy
unhappy.
about that? We talk about first dates. We talk about
All of that.
like all these young females. They get
And
paid
I'll do it
me
all
and
over
to
again.
do you do it at 56.
Yep, I'll go find me a nice little widow.
Well, if I'm
Word
happy
up.
with her, if I'm happy with her,
What
if
if
I
what
find
if
Yeah, but what's the offer? She gonna
but
benefit more than
Happiness.
you are.
Happiness
instead of finding somebody else, why not find yourself?
first. Yes,
I'd rather
exactly.
stay with the person I'm with, man. I'm not doing that all. That's the fight
It's
I'm
but
saying.
Jim,
I'm
Okay.
it's
not doing
Well,
really
that
hold
all
on,
over
hold on,
again.
hold on. Maybe some of these scenarios could open you up to more discussions that you could start either having with your partner or having with yourself, because that's what the panel's here for. That's what Laying your plan is here for. You open it up, stuff that you wouldn't normally say in person. I'm glad that y'all feel brave, courageous to come on the stage and share it with the people, because the audience could help this and could use this. So we don't want to hark on too long on that. But however, can we
I
let's
just
move on. I don't want to
let
rush
me just
everybody
make
off the
one
thought.
last let me just make one last statement right quick and then you
Go
can
ahead,
move on.
jump out the window.
Holding your hand over a flame because it is a familiar pain is cowardice. And I'm done.
Respectfully, because from what I
there's
hear, I got
Delanouche. There's
yeah.
some
What you saying?
comments. There's some comments in the comment section.
Okay, yeah. Somebody get to them for me.
You want
You
me to
do
read
it.
them?
Yeah,
Okay,
I would, I'm sorry, no, I was
um
talking to Meg. I would never talk to a female like that. My apologies.
thank you, brother. Tesla Lorray says, "Fear of loss?" Question mark. It says, "To me, to each his own. To me, it's to each their own. For me, I've definitely had an unhealthy habit of fearing loss, or what would life be like without that person. So letting go is hard, but eventually, personally, when I let it go, something greater came. But if I then she says, but if I say ride or die, it's a no matter type of situation, because ride or die is a serious thing."
It's like
So
that
that was
song,
from
cuz.
Tesla
It's
Lorray.
like that song, cuz.
shout out to Tesla. Appreciate you. And low key hashtag land your plane challenge. Whoever's landing their plane the best, put it in the comments. Hashtag it. I agree with Tesla a little bit, because I've been the overgiver a little bit emotionally from a lack of understanding myself, and it was a fit. Nigga, that's what I tell y'all niggas to be going so damn long. It wasn't coming from a fear of my own anxieties and my own, lack of confidence that I was dealing with. And now with, going through that, working through it, and having that, I'm getting better results, way better results. You dig? Protecting my peace, and definitely.
Super five. I feel that blood.
You already
Word
shout
up.
out to Tesla. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right,
Shout
my
out to Monster.
second.
Shout out to Monster Cody.
You already.
She said a Scorpio thing. I'm a Scorpio.
I'm a Gemini.
I'm a Leo. Since we just yelling out, I mean, the best sign in the world.
If we yelling out signs, nigga.
Shout out to the Scorpios.
Yo,
Hey,
shout out to the
Scorpio in
panel,
the
man.
house.
I love everybody on
Scorpios
this
are in the
panel,
house.
man. I love everybody on this panel, man. Real shit. The
And we love
commentators
you.
and all that.
Love you too, Jim.
And I got a background that I'm trying to mute, man. Like,
Well, you just press that microphone and then turn red, and then you can mute everything.
My second scenario, the emotional withholder. One partner who loves, one partner loves but rarely shows it. My question to the
Mm.
panel on the floor is: did you love them or just keep them? And
Mm.
Jen? I was gonna start with you.
Mm.
Me, me, me
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Did I love him or what?
Did you just love them? Did you love them, or did you just keep them?
Nah, I love him, bro, because I'm a
Respectful.
man of my word. So I had personally had to deliver who I am to you. So if I get a year or two with you that I wanted, nigga, I love you, bro. Like man, listen, I love you, bro. I'm gonna land my plane with that.
Thank you.
Respectful. Thank you. Anybody else thoughts?
Can you repeat the question again?
The scenario is the emotional withholder, one partner who loves but rarely shows it. Question is, did you love them or just keep them?
Mm.
Have you been this one? Have somebody's been this towards you? Have you seen this situation? Don't
Um,
moonwalk. No moonwalking.
I used to force people to be with me. I'm off that. I'm off that. It's 2026. Only willing participants. No. What you call that? What do you call it when you hold somebody against their will?
Hostage.
Hostage.
Yeah, no
Kidnap.
hostages. Only willing participants. I'm not taking no hostages. I did when I was younger, but I had abandonment issues. But I went to therapy and I worked through it.
I
Now,
know. That's right.
now I be like, if they feel some type of way, I'll be like Flat Flintstone. You know what I mean?
I
But I've
think
been with
as a
my
woman,
shorty.
hmm
I've been with my shorty for about 10, 11 years now. So, but yeah, anybody, that's how it works. You can go ahead.
I think if someone is not showing you, you have to question if they really love you. As from a
Mm,
woman's perspective, and
mm,
from from women, from my personal perspective, and women that I've spoken with, is if a man is showing you, does he really love you? You know, um, that would be that's the question for me. And if I think about situations that I've had over the years, I would think if he wasn't showing me, then I wouldn't stay in the situation because I would question. After a while, you question, and then there have been that's when that would baby to me. If a man isn't showing you, and you want the relationship, that's the time that you may be potentially become the overgiver. So now he's not showing me. Let me show him more. And so the more I show him love in an effort for reciprocity, if there is no reciprocity to me, there really love? And I would think there's no love.
mhm. I, I feel the same way as far as when we talking reciprocity. I feel like everybody want to match energies until it's time to match energy,
Mm,
and that's the reality of the situation. Everybody, oh, I match your energy when it comes to a fight, but match my energy when it comes to love. Match my energy when it comes to growth. Match my energy when it comes to reciprocation. Match
mhm.
that energy. Don't when I come in with an attitude or I'm mad about something you did and then you go, oh, I matched your energy. No, match my energy with the good things too. Yeah.
Respectful. Did everybody land or
Respectfully.
we got more thoughts? My bad. I'm trying to
Oh yeah,
set,
I landed.
lighten up in here.
Yeah, I landed.
Dirt, you got any thoughts on it?
I feel like is love should be wanting the best for the person. If you can clearly say you're not the best for the person and you're not willing to let them go find that, I feel like you don't love the person. If you clearly can say that, if y'all both can say that to each other, we're not the best, but we just stand with each other just out of fear of not being able to find somebody else, or
Neighbor, we off that neighbor. Come on, son. Why you trying to beat a dead horse to
No,
death?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Give me the question that you want me to answer, then, Megan. Since he's
Yo, you gonna beat that?
My bad. My next question is: can love exist if it's never felt? Can it be in the same room if can y'all be in the same room and there be no love?
I mean, definitely. I think that
You
that
muted.
can
Hold
happen.
on.
Hold on. You said can love exist? What?
You can't hear me?
Can love
Yeah, we hear you.
exist if it's never felt? We hear you, Dirk.
Yeah, I was gonna
Can
say
love
yeah.
exist if it never was felt?
I think
If
that
it's never
people have.
felt, can y'all be in the same room and there's no love? Lay down.
I feel like yeah. I feel like you got different love languages. So essentially, if a person is not expressing themselves in the way that you think that a person should be loving you, then that can make it feel like it never existed. But I think at the same time, some people are just different ways to demonstrate how they feel. So I think it's more or less about trying to be working on being acceptant of how that person is willing to love you or not. If you can use that transact, it's almost like a love is like a barter system to some extent. And can you
Hmm.
make that trade for what they're willing to give as love, to give what you're willing to give as love, and it could make it help water each other's seeds.
Not watering nobody's seeds.
Can I hear what the lovely lady has to say about it?
Yeah, I just want to add one
Yeah, I'm
thing.
not
That
watering
man,
nobody's seeds. That's what you want to say.
that man, that man has been talking crazy all day, and nobody's gonna say nothing to him. He just been he off the chain again.
That's fucked up.
I got my
I'm
antennas up.
done.
I want to
Any
hear the
else
lovely
thought?
lady. I want to hear the lovely lady.
Do you have any
If
thoughts on it?
so, the thoughts, the if there's no love, if there's no feelings, is there love? Is the question correct?
Yeah. Can love exist? Can love exist if it's never felt? Can y'all be in the same room and then no love?
I think if that's a scenario, there's love with action. And I think, yes, there can be. In other
Really?
words, okay, I'll give you an example. I have elder couple in my family, and
Okay.
she has dementia now. And I think she's like 89, I think, and he's like 92. And he's the coolest 92-year-old person you could ever sit down and have a conversation with. And he is taking care of her.
Mm.
And, he has to do everything for her. So it's still there, in his actions. And he doesn't get any reciprocity, on a technically, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
even in there was a moment that she had a lucid moment that she came through her sickness and said, "Thank you for taking care of me." So somehow, even in her sickness, somehow she understood that she was being taken care of. And he relies on that moment to continue on. So here it is in the room. It's not an emotional love. It's not a lust or anything in that. But it's still love. It's an action,
Yeah.
you know.
Respectful. No, yeah,
Hey yo,
that's a good example. I didn't.
look, bro. You ever been with a woman and you're in the room and it's nothing but silence to each other?
But there's a
That's a
whole
connection.
conversation actually going
Look.
on.
That's a connection, right?
Yeah.
That's energy flowing, right? So
Yeah.
That's still a form of communication.
I've sat in a room with a lot of females with silence. That's special because we communicating without saying a fucking word. And
Mm.
in and soon as one of us speak, you could you know already what they're saying. Respectfully, I land the plane.
No, yeah, I agree. Respectfully. We're gonna take a little short commercial.
Before there were stars, there was a dream. From the great mother's mind, two children were born. Abba of light, Tara of midnight. What if your child learned a secret older than time before they learned multiplication? 7 books, 7 cosmic laws, one unforgettable journey. Abba and Tara teach children how thoughts, feelings, and choices shape their world. It's more than just a bedtime story. It's wisdom wrapped in wonder. Abba and Tar will start one Voyager because every child deserves to know the universe begins inside them.
You got to pay for 20 days.
And we're back.
You got to pay for 20 days.
Can y'all hear me? Are we good?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Do we have final thoughts on the can love exist if never felt, or anybody else reach their final destination with that one?
I think that it's a thing of where, like again, like I said, I think it's a personal thing where you could be like doing everything for a person, but if they don't have that already, like they don't know how to accept that love, to them it might not exist.
Yeah.
I don't think that means the love never existed. I think it's just their inability to interpret it as love.
Do you keep going or do you stay? No. Do you keep going or do you end it?
I think that you're supposed to be who you are. You work on being who you are, regardless of the person you're being who you are too. If you're going to be a good person and you think that that's going to make you feel good to be a good person, I feel like it's smarter to be a good person, regardless of the person or not. I don't mean you have to even be with the person or not be with the person, but in general, I'm working and I've been working on trying to just be myself and almost like what the Sig said earlier, as far as matching energies, not always feeling like I have to do that, because a lot of times, even when I attempted to match energies, I over energized. So we being negative and then I'm being negative. Now I'm over negative. And now again, like I said before on another show, now I'm finding
So
myself in a situation
you're saying you're an overthinker of the
not a
situation?
not an overthinker, but I can be overexertive as far as the energy that I'm trying to. And I can feel like, all right, you're negative. Well, guess what? I'm gonna be negative too, and you might just want to be -3. I'll fuck around, be -7, because I'm trying to match your -3 energy. So opposed to just saying, you know what, I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to try to be who I want to be and not match that energy, because I'm not good at doing that. I'm not a good energy matcher. I'm one of the people who think I'm trying to match energy and I'll overdo it. And then it'd be like, damn, why you went that crazy? Because you did this. Oh, but that was just this. So it's like more or less. I feel like if you're thinking in your mind, if you're giving love, obviously we all gonna give love in the hopes to receive some back, because that seems like an obvious thing, right? I don't want to just
So,
give
yeah,
love and
yeah.
not receive it. However, at the same time, I feel like if that's your only reason for giving love, you might end up with disappointment, because again, you're giving love with an expectation, and that expectation is a
Mhm.
reservation for disappointment.
It's
Because if I'm,
conditional.
it's like, so if I'm going to give you some love because I love you, I love you. If I'm gonna
Hmm.
give you a kiss because I love you, if I'm gonna give you a kiss because I love you, I'm gonna give you that kiss. I'm not going to grape you to give you the kiss if you don't want the kiss or not. However, I'm gonna give you the kiss to demonstrate my love. I'm not gonna be sitting around now for days and hours waiting for her to give me a kiss back to show me her love, because again, that's going to create a resentment. So essentially, or if I made a purchase, if I bought you a pair of sneakers or a purse, I'm not sitting around just waiting for you to buy me a pair of sneakers or a video game, because uh,
That's
that's going to create it
material.
in a.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not just a. I'm just giving.
No, I
Again, I'm
got
using.
you. I got what you're saying. I got
I'm
what you're
just saying
saying.
that if I'm doing something If I'm giving you a hug, you in there cooking in the kitchen, I come in there and give you a hug. Now I go back down, I go to my room or whatever. I'm sitting in my room now, and I'm just sitting around waiting for her to give me a hug. When she gonna walk up to me and give me a hug? If I'm doing it like that, I'm going to end up having some anger towards her, opposed to just
Respect.
giving a hug because I felt like giving a hug, because I
Respectfully.
felt like being loving. So I feel like if you add now at some point, if you don't feel like you can ever receive that love back or that energy back, and it's not something you can live with, or like I said again, maybe the fact that maybe her hug is her in the kitchen cooking. Maybe that's how she's giving love in her mind. So where I'm expecting a hug back to demonstrate love, she already feels like she's giving me that hug back because she's in there slaving over that stove. So I think that
And
the biggest issue.
and Mo, 100%, Mo, 100%. I
So
definitely agree with what you're saying, bro.
so I feel like the biggest issue with any relationship is communication. It's
Yes,
like
sir.
literally
Yes, sir.
that's gonna the key to any successful relationship, as far as I'm concerned, or I'm gonna be a part of. I don't know anybody else, but it's gonna be some level of communication. I ain't, that don't mean we got to talk every day about mundane bullshit like the weather. We have small talk or whatever. But it's the idea of being able to be able to say, hey, you know what? Almost like what this young lady said. I also wasn't raised in a two-parent household. So I didn't see my dad walking up to my mother and giving her kisses on the cheek. Or I didn't see type of thing, those demonstrations of love. You know what I mean? Sad to say, most of the love I seen from movies, TV shows, those relationships I seen. So a lot of
I'm about to say relationships that we seen too, yeah, because we
those
seen them too.
those shits is for comedic value. So I found myself
Yes, sir.
coming in making a joke on my girl because Martin made jokes on Gina head or whatever. I'm thinking that's how you show love. Make a joke on your girl. She might not be able to accept jokes.
This is
You know
that's
what
a
I mean?
this that's you have to save this for a topic of discussion one night. Just what he just said. That alone is a whole worth a whole night discussion.
Let's
So
go.
I
That's
mean,
the internet gonna love that. I'm gonna try to fit that on a t-shirt.
no, I'm just keeping it 6-0. Like I'm keeping it real. Like that's the way it is. So I'm slowly learning every day and hoping to learn again, like I said before, how can I be something that I never seen?
Facts.
Very deep.
How do you be something? It's almost like, and then it's like, how do I even be vulnerable enough to tell you that? I only know how to love through sex. How do I say that?
Mm.
And if I
Whoop,
say that to you, and if I say that to you, how you gonna look at me? Oh, this nigga only
whoop,
want me for my body. He only want me for my. No, babe, that's all I know. I
we
don't know
whooping
more.
right now.
And the reason I'm saying this to you is because I want to know more. That's
This
why I'm
is
trying
deep.
to. This is why I'm saying it to you because I want to learn more. Are you going to be able to even and then do you know how to teach me more?
More love
Whoop,
languages.
whoop.
How do you? Because like and essentially, how
I'm
I
about to
can
say
want
love
more.
language.
You can want more love, and I can want to give you more love. But how do we teach each other that, or how do I be receptive to that teaching? When I have
Whoop.
arrogance as a man, when I have pride as a man, when I want to believe that the way I love is enough,
Mm.
I want to believe the way I love you is enough.
Or the job that I do, bro. I'm presenting a
It's good
job.
enough.
So
Yeah, I'm
right.
doing a good enough thing. I'm not. I don't want to feel. I want it to be fuck good enough. I want it to be great enough because
Whoop.
then I feel devalued. I wasn't able to give you love properly. What does that say about me? How can and like I think that's what's going to come with even and if we never sit down and have these type of conversations and talk with each other on what that even means and learn my past and how as a kid I was
Yeah. Whoop.
took advantage of early on by a woman and how that did
Mhm.
make me over sexualize women. I remember I was telling my daughter a story about and me and my cousin was talking about this the other day. We was laughing about it. I was looking at girls' titties when we had the same chest. I just wanted to see it. Pull your shirt up. They ain't even had no titties. You know what I
That
mean?
training bra wasn't training nothing.
Wasn't training nothing. That shit was for a prop. That was yeah. But I'm just like, let me see him. I got the same amount of titties as her, but that's
You
because
dropping
again,
O's right now. Do your
I
shit.
real, and I'm just telling, like, so it's like so then, even then, I'm already because of that now because the first lady to show me love, not my mother, but the first lady besides my mother to show me love was showing me a sexual love. Yeah, my mind is connected with sex and love.
But
And then
I think
my bad. Go.
is that lust. I think there's always this confusion between lust and love. Because lust has it comes with the sexual feeling, but
Uh-huh.
love doesn't always is not lust doesn't have to be a part of love.
I get what you're saying, and I'm not. And let me just say, I get what you're saying. However, like I got this song I made called "Confused," and I'm not just trying to promote the song, or nothing, but that's one is a line where I said, "We learn how to love from the people that love us, and we learn how to hug from the people that hug us." You feel
Mm,
me? And so to
mm,
you, you seeing it as a lustful thing because that's what you have experience with it. But for me, it was the ultimate feeling of love, to be wanted, to be accepted, to be
mhm,
admired, to be
mm.
to feel admiration. So to you, yeah, you see me wanting to fuck as lust. You see yourself wanting to fuck me as lust. But
Well,
to me, but I'm
how do
just
you see it now?
to me, I see that I think that people love differently. And that to me, I need to learn my partner how she loves, and I need to try to love her the way she wants to be loved. But I don't just diminish a person wanting me physically as lust. It could be lust, but that could also just be the way they have been taught to love.
That makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense.
I done had
Exactly.
sex with a lot of girls that I didn't love.
Yeah. And I've also had sex with people I did love. I made love
Okay,
with those
okay.
people.
If you had sex with a
Uh,
women plural that you did not love, was that love?
that's not
No, I don't think
love, man.
no,
That's
I
not
don't think
love.
I don't think that
Yeah.
automatically means it's love. I think that people
No,
honestly, and I keep it 6-0 with you, real life. I think that the biggest difference is the feeling after or before. Those are the demonstrations of love. Like, do I
no.
want it? Do I even want it? For me, I'm only speaking for
Look,
me.
look.
So if I
Respectfully,
want to, let me make my
is.
statement. I'm gonna let you go. Let me say
Man,
my
I ain't
statement.
been talking, man.
All right, that's
Let
not
me
the point. Let
talk.
me finish what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna let you talk. I got you. I got you. So what I'm gonna say to you, for me,
I
it's
gotta
personally.
love
I'll let.
Jim.
Yeah, right. He's a character. But the thing is that for me personally, the people I've had sex with that I don't love and the people I have sex with that I do love, the difference is my want to be
Man,
more
what
than
the
that.
fuck are you
Going to the
talking about?
movies, maybe playing cards, playing the game together, whatever we doing besides sex. To me, I don't want to do when I just want to fuck somebody and it isn't love. That's all I kind of want to do with them. I don't want to do anything else. I don't have anything else I want to do with them. There's no
And
other
let me
things I want to know about them or learn about. And I,
Can I get
and
a
then now you can
definition
go
of
and I
love?
land.
Can can I get a definition of love and fuck? I'm asking the panel. Can I get a definition of love and fuck?
okay. Well, I would
What
say
was your statement?
fuck.
You say?
I would say
I
fucking is
said, can
just
I
sex.
get it?
It has
My statement
there is
was, can
no
I get a
love.
definition? Can I get
There
a
is no
definition
love.
of love and fuck?
For the sake of this
Fuck is
conversation,
Love has nothing to do with fucking. So there goes the definition.
yeah, that's
thank
it.
you.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what
That's
I
the
just
easiest
said.
way.
Fucking
There's no love.
is sex without zero expectations
Mm.
Respectfully.
Or attachment.
or attachment. And I would say love is expecting the highest form of happiness to me.
Mm.
In the
Respectful. We
beginning,
got another comment.
in
If
the
somebody could get to
beginning,
that comment by Tesla.
Yeah, we have another. Let me read it.
Yeah, I can't
Please
read
do
him.
it.
My
Oh man, she
screen is
said
big.
every time I want to say something to him, I'll be talking before we talk to Beggar.
who me?
He says, yes, because people express their love in different ways. You have to be willing to learn that person's love language or know going in that their love language may be different. That to me is what makes love so fierce. And again, that
I
was from
agree.
Tesla. Lorray.
Shout out to Tesla in the chat. And like I said, Tesla, whoever's landing they playing the best.
Yo,
Hashtag appreciate that.
ain't love long lasting and fuckers are overnight.
I mean, you
You
can
could
fall in love overnight. So I think
Cool. Cool.
anybody. I mean, well, me, I could. I have the girl I'm with now. We was not together the whole time, but nigga, we basically was together the first
Now
weekend.
you're stuttering.
That
Now
long.
you're stuttering. You're stuttering.
I'm saying that. I'm saying that
You're
the person
stuttering
I'm with
now.
now is somebody I met, and
You're
we
stuttering
didn't hang
now.
out a lot
She must
before
be
we
in the
was.
room. She must be in the room, Rich. She must be in the room. Come on, bro.
You
Answer the
always
question,
stutter.
bro.
You always stutter. So I
Yeah,
don't know what
answer
the
the
fuck you're
question.
talking about.
yo,
Right.
yo,
This nigga.
don't
It
give,
must.
don't give,
It,
don't give, don't give that because he caught you. You got to make sure the stories match.
no, ain't no story that I said the same thing over and over, and I say it again, nigga. I don't have no nigga.
Oh
I'm not the
man,
one.
look at you, look at you, look at you,
Now you got it,
look
cause
at
I don't
you.
want no problem. Cause I almost got
I
belligerent,
know, because he's
like
in the room
like
right
him,
now.
like you. No, I got belligerent like
Nah,
you, nigga.
don't
All
deflect. Don't
right, all right,
deflect.
all
He's in
right,
the
all right,
room
all
right
right,
now,
all
bro.
right. Good job, man. Way to land that one. Let's get to the next one. That was
Yeah, I
The
very
landed
clean,
clean,
the
cuz.
King.
the one night thing comes from you. You don't remember in Harlem Nights when he called his wife and was like, "Listen, I ain't never coming home." So
Yeah.
it
Oh, son,
happens, man.
son,
You feel me?
Nah, they fuck. No.
He
It
didn't
led
he
up
didn't
to
even
that.
get it yet. Oh, he
Yeah,
did get
it
it.
led up to that. Yeah, it led up to that. We
Yeah, he
calling out
had got it. He
movies,
had
nigga.
got
It
it.
led up to that. So
Yeah,
we
okay,
he
can
talking
I
about
he.
ask
real
can I
shit.
ask can I ask a question?
Yes,
Go
ma'am.
ahead.
Since now something that I learned that I didn't know. Remember earlier in this conversation, I didn't know about men until I had was in a male dominated environment professionally.
Respectfully.
Now, something that I learned that I did not know before working around men every day, all day, was that don't men need sex? Like, isn't sex like, don't you have like a primal primitive desire that is driven not just for the sake of love, but for like
Studies,
animal
For health, just for
That's
health,
animal
called
our health
nature.
being.
That's called nature. That's called nature.
yes, that part.
Yeah, that's called nature.
Yes,
That's called nature.
that's it.
Period.
studies have
Yes.
proven
Yeah.
that a man does work and think better after ejaculation.
Mm.
Yeah, so
So how does
Oh, that's
that
a whole
tie
different
in? Okay.
conversation.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah,
so
that's a whole
deep.
different
I
conversation.
mean, you're gonna have there's a couple conversations coming out of this. I really value what brother uh is it Dirt said about how
yes,
Yeah,
dirt.
Dirk.
he learned to love through watching television shows because he didn't have that in-person dynamic. That's a very serious thing there, you
Sunny
know,
Moon, what up?
and because I think that
Said
can
it's
be
way
true for
broken.
all,
What's up?
true for all of us because for those of us who did not have see that growing up, that you learn what it means to show affection from television. Because I know in my age group, Sex in the City was like major. It wasn't minor. It was humongous. And the whole thing about Sex in the City was teaching women that we can have sex like men. That means having
What
sex with
what
no
what what
feelings.
what year what year was that? Sex in the City. What year was that?
It was and it came on
It's the
from
90s.
96 to 2008. It came on,
Yeah, it's
and
the 90s.
and so it came on. The movie came out in 2008, and so then there was another movie in 2012, and so,
There was
but
a whole show about it.
yes, but it's
Season
what it
two.
told. It told women that you can have sex. The whole point of the show was you can have sex like a man. And and I have to agree with Steve Harvey. He said even men shouldn't be have sex like what
Here
they're
comes
telling
Steve
men to
Harvey.
do. You
Girlfriend.
know,
Here comes Steve Harvey.
I
Here
heard it
comes
on.
Steve
I
Harvey.
was in my
Here
car on the
comes,
way to work when I heard it.
here comes
and
Steve
the
Harvey.
the strawberry lettuce, the strawberry lettuce.
Mhm.
But because I do find that if there is a primal urge Like if you get, like I had a friend of mine, he said being a man, like sometimes it's like having a smorgasbord of food in front of you, you can't eat it. And that's how, sexual desires are for men. It's like you may have the desire to have sex all the time and you can't just go after it all the time. So if that is nature, as you said, Brother Jim, how does that factor into love? Like how do you distinguish that, you know, in love, the primal urge for sex and love?
It's my question. My answer is it's the years you have with each other. I land my
Mhm,
plane. If
mhm.
that makes sense.
Yes, 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 yes,
I
it
don't think
does.
just being with somebody for years means you love them. I think that it can mean that you complacent and unwilling to upgrade. You can be comfortable. I think you get confused. I think you can feel comfortability with love too. You can confuse those things. I feel like if I'm just comfortable in my situation and that works for me, then yeah, cool. I don't have to move. So I'm thinking I'm in love, but I'm just really more comfortable than anything. To me, if you do love the person, you're gonna care a little bit more about how to some extent, how can you help make them happy, or if you can be a part of that, if they can make you happy. Because you could be. I know people who I could say they was together forever and didn't love each other. They just they was just together because that's what they was who they was with. I'm with this person. Fuck it. I don't want to put nobody. I don't want to put nobody Pacific business in the street. But I had a guy who can be important person in my life to some extent. Tell me for a
Porn
fact,
person, no.
an important person, yeah, an important person in my life though. He told me, and I don't want to say this out loud because it ain't my business to put out there. But he said, I don't want to say his name, but he's older than me, a lot older than me. And he told me that at this point, it ain't he been realized he didn't love his wife, but he was already committed to her in a relationship. And that he had to he had kids with her and he had to finish this up and he feel like fuck it. He's doing whatever he want to do anyway. But at the same time, he said the love part, that shit he been realized that wasn't going that he didn't love her, that he loved her, that the person that he fell in love with and the reasons he fell in love with her were not real examples of what love represented. He just thought that would have meant at that point because she was willing to fight people for him. He wanted somebody who was willing to fight for him.
Nah, but
She
look,
was willing
look,
to
look
fight for
more respectfully. Look more respectfully. How many years did they have for him to have that knowledge?
I don't
That
know. He just told me one day we was sitting around talking, and I was asking him about love and what does it mean in marriage and how does that represent and do you have to, how do you love
he's just
somebody
telling
forever?
he's telling
He
you
just
his point of view
he was like,
of his
life. Yeah, I don't even love it, man. I don't love
yeah.
this lady. I'm just not. It's like fuck it. We got too much connected now. I just can't get out of
That's
this.
it. So
Well,
so
that's
my
actually what
my
Jim was saying earlier in the
thank you.
conversation.
But that's
Thank
That's
not
you.
actually
love.
what.
No, no, it is love, bro. It is love. It is love. Cause you're 13 years in, bro. And how other people perceive your relationship ain't what it is. Because your relationship is that. Your relationship is that. So if I come to you and ask you a question about my relationship, you will never know what I'm dealing with. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like you will never like your love and my love is different because your girl is different from my girl. I land the plane.
Respectfully. How does my primal energy distinguish from love? I would say through my acts, my service. When we're not having sex and you observing me and the way that I'm communicating and acting and things that I do for you, that's when you feel me.
Yes.
Uh, that's how it would distinguish than me just throwing you on the bed and getting crazy type shit.
You can do that the
Or
first night, bro. Look, bro. You can do that the first night. But
But
now,
there has to be communication there to let you know that you already got the okay. You
now
can't just be abrasive.
but you got to decide. You got look, bro.
he
Look,
walked in on the bed.
you're the master. You're the master of your walk, right? You're the master of your walk. So if you hit on the first night, it's up to you to do I keep her or do I leave her?
No, I was just answering Shelly's question when she said, "How does our primal energy, our natural energy, distinguish from love? How does what is love? You feel me?
All right.
Versus
What is love?
Can I answer that
what is
question?
love,
Let me answer
What
Shelly's
is
baby?
question.
love? Yeah,
Again,
what is love?
I would say the difference of my primal energy and love is again how I feel after that. I think that I remember this one person
How many
said,
years? How many years, Mo?
"Can you
5,
just let
8,
me talk?"
9?
How I
Hold
feel
on, let
after
me
that.
talk. Hold on, Dirk. I mean, Jen. Hold on.
I just
After
want to
how
know
I
how
feel
many years, Mo. 9 or
of
8?
what I already said it. I'm not listen. I'm talking. So I would say to you how I feel after that because the person I'm with, we hung out and we slept together. That time we hung out. I don't think to me, I don't feel like that means that it means anything more than we had a great connection at that point. But it's I wanted to be with her after that. So to me, after I sleep with somebody, even if it's the first night or the second night, whatever, it could change how I feel about them. It could change how I view them or whether I want to spend time with them or not. All those things come in play. So to me wanting to know more about that person, wanting spend more time around that person. If they have kids, if I want to, take the kids to Six Flags or whatever. Those to me are examples of whether it was just something I was just trying to fuck or whether I was trying to be in love with them. Because if and I think a lot of times until I fuck, I could even be confused by it. Not to the sense of me thinking I love them, but I can think about how much I like this person. Because after I fuck, it's like, all right, that's when, like you said, I have a moment of clarity and go, you know what, this is all I really wanted. It's almost like
Don't they have a name for that?
post nut clarity.
Yes, yes,
Post nut
yes.
clarity. I've definitely experienced that. Like, you know what, this is it. I'm good. I'm all right. Thank you. You want to call me back? Yeah, I'm gonna call you, and then never call. But it's like I think that to me, when some you can have good sex with somebody you don't love. That can happen. You can have good sex with somebody you don't love. But to
Hmm.
me, some of the greater sex
Can you
is with
love
people.
somebody that doesn't have good sex?
Huh?
But can you love someone who doesn't have good sex?
I mean,
Oh, that's
That's a
crazy.
tough one. I think even from the
Yeah,
female side,
that's
that's
that's a
tough.
crazy one.
I think
I
that it
think
depends. I think it the.
Nah,
What else do they?
no, no, no. Look, Mo, let us hear your side, love. Let us hear
Ooh,
your side as a woman. Let us hear your side.
well, okay, I'm different than some people because I'm the kind of woman that if it came to two men and one was had all the trimming, he had the house, the mansion, the cars, the money, and I had another man over here, he doesn't have it, but I love him and the
the
sex is
plumber.
good. You know, I might go, because the plumber can level up. But a man who's got everything, but he ain't got good sex, he can't. You're gonna eventually.
Scorpio.
Yes, I am a Scorpio.
Ah,
Scorpio. Do I
ah,
need to say? Do I need to say anything else?
ah. I love you, brother. I love you, brother. I love you, Scorpio.
I think from my point of view, I don't even want to say from a man's point of view.
Oh
From
God,
my
this is
point of
so
view,
funny.
it depends on what else that person has to offer. I think besides the sex, like what
Oh
do
my
they have
gosh.
like from a point of view of what else do they got going on besides just not having good sex?
Exactly.
Do they
It has to.
Yeah.
and I could be the opposite of her where she's saying that the nigga got the if I met a girl who was a billionaire and I feel like damn her sex was trash, I'm probably gonna be moving in. You're gonna see us at the cookout together because
Because
And
I
when
We
feel
she
got a
like
go
couple
away,
comments. Can we get to some of
my
those comments?
if a man if he has
I don't know it.
ambition, if he has ambition, that's one of ambition is very important to me.
yeah. Oh,
If
you
he
what,
has
what state
ambition,
you can ask you what state you live in?
I'm in the DMV.
Oh, ambition pay the rent in DMV. Oh, I gotta move there.
No, what I'm saying
I
is
have to
if
move
you have
there.
a man, if you have a man that he has goals, he has plans, he knows
Yeah,
what he's doing, he knows what he
yeah,
wants, and he's doing it,
yeah.
and the sex is good, then yeah.
Yeah,
you
I'm about to
know.
write that on. I'm about to write that on a piece of paper to my landlord and
Yeah.
the electric people. I got goals.
Because you could meet like Kevin Samuel said, you can meet the blue collar worker, versus the white collar worker, but it doesn't mean he's going to always stay a blue collar worker. Some blue collar workers make $150,000 a year, you know.
I
But
think
I'm
that would
just
be a bad
saying,
way. Not to cut you off, but I think that's a bad way to go into a relationship because I feel like at that point, if this nigga stay a low level plumber for the whole time, you gonna be thinking like, yo, I thought you was gonna at least be
I'm
the
not.
head
To me,
plumber.
it's really because for me, I can't. I'm not a materialistic type of person. I
Yeah.
Mm,
have to be happy.
mm,
I have to be at peace.
mm.
So energetically, like I said, what I'm saying, what I mean by ambition, I mean goals. If you have goals, and you are working towards those goals, or you have already completed those goals, or you're close to completing them, versus someone who has all the trimmings and you don't have good sex with that person, but this person you have good chemistry with, you have good energy with, and he's on his rise.
Would you
So
cheat? Would you cheat? Would you cheat?
if I was with a man that
That has
he had
that
all,
has everything. Would you cheat? Would you cheat?
hmm, I don't like cheating, so I would try my best not to cheat. I wouldn't know.
Ah,
That's not the good answer. And no, would I cheat? Would I cheat? If I was
After
unhappy
your answer,
sexually,
after your answer, can we get to a couple of the comments? We got Sunny Moon. We got
yes,
somebody else in there
yes.
too, please.
I don't know. I don't want to cheat. If
shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out to you, man. Respectfully to you, man. Shout out
I
to
don't
you.
want to
That's
cheat. I wouldn't want to
that's the
cheat,
funniest
Joe.
person to make fun of somebody who was stuttering. That's the funniest person.
I wouldn't get involved with him in the first place if that's me personally. But if I was already involved with a man that I wasn't sexually happy with, I wouldn't want to cheat. If I made a commitment, it's not about necessarily whether I'm happy with him sexually. It's really about my personal integrity. Because my integrity means everything to me at the end of the day. I would rather leave
Respectful.
him than cheat. I would just rather say, I'm not happy. And
Good answer. Good answer. Can we
It's a
get a couple
beautiful
comments?
world when the it's a beautiful world when the most chauvinistic person that you know says that they will love somebody who doesn't have good sex. I think that's crazy. I just want to thank
Hello,
I just want to
hello,
Yo,
thank I just want to
yo.
thank
hello.
the world. I want to
Yeah,
thank the world for
I
the
fucks with my
growth.
brother for real, for real.
I just want to thank the world for the growth. Thank God
the
that
most
I that
the most chauvinistic person you know.
I fucks
God
with him. I
damn,
don't give a
son.
fuck, bro. I fucks with my brother because he's
um
Hold
quiet
up.
and he.
What?
After she reads some of these comments, do the
okay.
Cosmiscuous
it's
All right.
not
So let
letting
commercial for
me
me,
me, please.
okay.
hold on
So,
2 seconds.
okay.
It's not letting me post them on the stage like I was doing the other night. I don't know why.
You gotta press the
I
show
was
button. Do it from a computer, nigga. You got 27 computers
I
at the
was
house. Just
doing
do
it.
it
I
from
was doing it the other
Nah,
night
so I
from
don't
my
want to hear that
phone.
shit, son. I don't want to hear that shit, son. I don't want to hear
You want to
that
do it
shit.
like this? Can you read it
Nigga,
like
stop
Yo,
this?
you,
doing it. Yeah, stop
yo,
doing it from your
you.
fucking phone, son. You playing on this phone. We taking this shit serious. This shit ain't a joke. We doing this shit every day. We've been doing it for over 2 months. You
I've
got a
been,
computer. You got a webcam. You got everything you need to do it the right way. Do it the correct way and help the fuck out. If
but
you're not
that's how
like
I
this is
Stop
was.
not.
playing.
I was
Let
Stop
me
literally
finish
playing,
just.
talking.
bro.
Let
Stop
me
playing.
finish fucking talking, and then maybe you
Yeah,
can
let him
fucking.
land. Let him land.
If you can't
He's
I
help, then you
mad.
can
literally,
listen, nigga. If you
He's
can't help, maybe
mad.
you can
Shut the
fucking
fuck
listen,
up.
then, nigga. Damn.
I clearly was putting it on the stage the
Shut
other,
up,
just
nigga.
last
Shut
night.
up, nigga, and listen. Shut up
All
and
right,
listen.
hold on. Let her get to some of the comments.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with Sunny Moon 8906. He
Shout out
says
to
that
Sunny Moon. What up?
Shout out to
uh
Sonny. What up, son?
he said that sunshine, and then he said, "Yep, they do. Girlfriends was mine's
Oh,
crazy."
she talk
And
about the
then
That
show
was
when you was at Sex in the
yes.
City.
That was like the black Sex in the City though, no movie. Girlfriends was
Girlfriend.
without the sex scenes because it wasn't on HBO, it was on UPN, so they couldn't really show the.
Yeah.
But they did a lot
Living
of
Single.
those.
You ain't watched Living Single?
That was not like Sex
Oh
in the
yeah,
City, or
Living Single was before Sex and the City actually.
but it
Way
wasn't
before
really
them.
as
That's what I
heavy.
was
But
like.
it wasn't as heavy. Sex in the
I
City
could do.
made it cool for because like you got to think about it. It's
No,
almost like
no, 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 no,
Made
no.
made feminism cool.
not
It did.
feminism, but the idea of they can fuck and
Yeah.
Yeah,
not be and
just
not
be
be
out here.
judged. Like I remember I was watching Martin. I was going back watching Martin the first episode, and the whole episode was based around how his mother they didn't want his mother to know that Gina lived with him because they didn't want her to
Hmm.
look at her
That's not
funny
the first
because
episode. That's not the first episode.
well one of the first episodes whatever it's in the first season it's one of the first episodes.
That not even,
It,
not even remote to Martin with the mother coming in. No, that's not the first episode at all. I'm Martin, nigga.
you are a joke. So the whole thing is that
I'm a
when
joke.
that you said you're
You're
Martin.
lying.
He's a comedian. The point is an episode where the mother, whatever season, whatever, the mother, they didn't want the mother to know that they lived together. They was trying to avoid her seeing that. And then because
Respectfully.
they didn't want the mother to judge Gina because she was living there with him.
Respectfully.
Now you think about modern
Respectfully.
times, nobody's going to care that the girl lives with the guy and they not married. That was a whole different time. Even when Nas says on "If I Ruled the World," it sounds foul, but every girl I meet
Yeah,
to go downtown. You feel me? And he said, "Sound foul, every girl I meet to go downtown." He's talking about a time when, like, my mother told me, and my dad also told me this. One of the reasons they broke up is because she wouldn't suck his dick because it was such a taboo thing at the time for her to suck dick. She didn't want to do it. She thought it was weird. Like, I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
talk about?
back in the day, black girls didn't do that.
What?
What?
That's yeah, that's true. Very
This is
true.
from my mother and my dad. This is not from
Oh,
me
okay.
making this
Oh,
stuff.
that's how far back you go. My bad. I didn't know y'all went back that far. I,
That's what I
I,
was.
I, I had tapped out and tapped back in, and y'all was there. I was like, "What year was this?" Now I have a year.
Hey,
That's
hey,
all I
bro,
wanted
hey,
was a
bro, hey,
year.
bro, hey, bro. Watch this, bro. Just let him talk. Just let him talk. Cause you saying that wasn't happening back in the days, you're crazy.
I didn't
He's
say
talking
nobody.
about in a different era.
In a
Our
different
era was
era. This
different.
is yeah, our
Yeah,
era is different. This was
our
back in
era
the
is way
day.
different
Yeah.
because they was giving it up in the locker room, crazy. Yeah.
Like a
I'm talking about.
motherfucker, nigga.
I'm talking about obviously before our time, and even that song. We were
Like
all
the
young
'70s.
when the whole song came out. When the it's when "I Rule the World" came out. I forget what year it is. When he says it sounds foul, but every
I
girl I
rule the
meet to go
world,
down. Yeah,
92.
he talking about a new world, saying like, damn, I'm meeting bitches and they willing to suck dick. Oh shit, what's going on? The world is changing. So essentially, if he said that song today, like what everybody said, it's different. But all I'm saying to that is that when Sex in the City came out, it was showing women sleeping with men like men sleep with women, and it gave a whole thing of that doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't make you a whore. You're just trying to figure it out, type shit. And it gave
It
people a way
does.
because people learn from TV. A lot of things, like you know what I mean. Like it's funny because people do. That's why a show like All in the Family people say it could be influential. People learn from watching things and they get more accepting of everything and they learn from things they're not trying to learn from. It's the
Well,
same way by some.
that's also how propaganda gets pushed into our consciousness
Oh,
as well.
completely. Unapologetically, you're 100% correct. You see something
Great.
on TV so much. I never had a problem with gay people, never had an issue with them or whatever. But I would say at this point in my life, I'm over acceptingly of gay people based on just seeing them everywhere and hearing how they had this, they're not accepted. Now it's like, but I never had a problem. I never wanted to egg the pride parade anyway. But now from watching them on TV every day and seeing, I was like, you know what? They're not a bad person. What's your pronouns? I'm asking motherfuckers what's their pronouns now to make sure I'm being nice and shit. Trying to be polite. So I feel like at the same time,
What's their pronouns?
it depends on the person you meet.
He,
Mm.
she, they, right?
I'm a they and them because I like to do gangbangs.
What?
No, I'm done. That nigga's crazy. Yeah. I
Yo,
don't
yo,
even
because
ask the question no
On that
Yeah,
more.
note,
Yeah, I'm not asking
are we
questions
gonna
no
land the
more,
plane on
bro.
that one? Okay,
Yeah,
let me
we're gonna
finish
cut
reading.
to a
That
we're
is
gonna go to a
crazy.
commercial real quick.
Okay.
Please go to a
Cosmicuous
commercial.
Mo.
Are
This
you gonna
book
start
is
with him?
dangerous, not because it tells you what to think, but because it shows you who's been thinking for you. It exposes the illusion, the script, the invisible leash. After Cosmiscuous, you won't hear music the same. You won't see mirrors the same. You won't even see yourself the same. Warning: side effects include awareness, freedom, and irreversible growth. Cosmiscuous. Read at your own awakening.
Yep, check that book out. Good book. Good book.
I had that commercial. I was trying to look for the one with the sound. I couldn't. It wouldn't download, but it's all right.
Oh,
We're
you
gonna
didn't have
just
the. You don't have. That's not the right one then.
nah. The other one I got sound effect. Don't worry. I'll fix it by next show. This book is dangerous, not because it tells you.
That one don't got sound either. I don't know you. I don't know what studio you in. You might be in the wrong studio. In my studio, they got it. I got the right one.
I know. I
I
just gotta
can't.
read down. That's all
Yeah, my
right. It's
fault.
cool. All right.
So,
Let's get
so
to the. Was that the final thoughts on the her question? Or oh no, Sig's question. Sig was the. Could you love someone that had sex? We landed on that.
I think we landed.
All right, next one is the one who stayed. I got a scenario and I got a couple. The one person who stayed through everything, and then I have Jay Z and Beyonce. They where two substances merge, and loving harder is a phase you outgrow once you reach a state of shared reality.
Can you repeat that?
My bad. The scenario is the one who stayed, one person who stayed through everything. I have a couple, Jay Z and Beyonce, where two substances merge. Loving harder is a phase you outgrow once you reach a state of shared reality. The question to the panel is: did you stay because of love or fear of being alone?
Where's Jim on this? He's
he
in
already
the.
said it. He already answered this question.
I know he's. That's why I said, "Where's Jim?"
He heard the question and he ran.
I'm not afraid to be alone. You know. I've had
I
long
just read that. I just read
bouts
it back.
of aloneness in between relationships, but I'm not afraid to be alone. You know. You know. I enjoy my peace, and so I wouldn't stay in fear. I would if I like I said earlier in the conversation, if there's no peace and there's no happiness, you're alone anyway. You know, what's the song? I'd rather be alone than unhappy.
Mhm. Yeah, I heard that before.
I
That's
think
just
that
me.
I think that a lot of times when we feel alone, it's more of a choice. I
Hmm.
think that when it's like people always make fun of the whole idea of it being a sexual thing and not being a sexual thing, but that's what you kind of saying when you thinking you're going to be alone. You ain't going to get no sex because everything else besides that you can find in other people. You know what I mean? You can find some level of companionship with somebody else as a friend. Y'all could be going to take walks in the park. Y'all could be going to go to the arcade together, playing bowling. You can go to family events. You could be around family. You could do a lot of stuff. So only thing when you're alone, you're just not going to get that intimate part. And a lot of times, so I feel like if you have a fear of being alone, I think it's just you not having a real grip on reality that we live in a world full of people. And again, if you're holding a hostage, if you're stuck in a bank holding a hostage, that's going to stop you from getting to where you got to go because you're too busy focused on the wrong thing, which should ultimately be your happiness and what that means and represents.
I agree. I use Jay-Z and Beyonce because at the time Beyonce was, more popping than Jay, and he didn't have to play the back role.
Now I get you completely. I feel like a lot of people idolize their relationship, but the same people I hear that want to be Jay Z and Beyonce, are they going to be willing to have their man cheat on them with a Becky with the long hair and work through
Hmm.
that? You know
Now
what I
other
mean?
stuff is another. There's other stuff coming out now.
Are you going to be willing to work through that? I don't think people could really. If you was in a high profile or in a relationship where people constantly was putting rumors out about a person that you was with, I don't think the average person can in a relationship could even do that. I don't think they can put up with it.
Can we divide
I think there
people
comes a
with
level of
money? Look.
control after a while. If
Yeah.
you're in a relationship and the peace is gone, the
Can
trust
y'all
is
hear me?
gone,
No,
Yeah,
um,
hold on. We hear
Not.
you. Hold on.
I'm letting her talk. I just want to know if can y'all hear me?
you know, is it about control at that point? Is it really about the relationship in terms of, okay, a high profile couple like Beyonce and Jay Z, they have an empire together. So separation would cost a lot of money. So at that point, is it about the relationship? And how did you put it when you posed this discussion? Merging, I forgot how you put it.
I said it was a hold on one second. Where two
Can you do the
substances
question?
merge,
Can you do the
it is a
question
phase
again?
you where two substances merge, it is a phase you outgrow once you reach a state of shared reality.
So
So
they've merged,
yeah, go
they
ahead.
built, yeah, they built something. They definitely built something. I mean,
Nah, they emerged.
so at that
They
point, if they
emerged.
separated, is it about the relationship anymore, or is it about the empire, the brand?
How
You know,
they connected, is more of the brand than the reality of their life. Because
how you show up with everybody else. Your friends may
yeah,
know you a certain kind of way.
yeah.
You know, Maybe you two
It's
dress alike
on.
all the time or something like that. So, am I staying together for the sake of appearances, in other words, or do I part? Why am I with this person? And I think if it's anything other than love and building something together, then is it a relationship at that point, or is it business?
I bet you what, it ain't love. I can guarantee you that it ain't love because everybody say that when they got together, whose money was greater, right? It don't matter. It's them connecting and finding each other. Now they're in the the limelight. So it ain't love no more. It's business,
Then
right?
Yeah, I hear
That's
you.
all it is. This business. It's not love. So they never had love in the beginning. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But what age did they get
everybody did, I
together?
thought.
What age did they get together and then find love? They was already in their 20s, or who's older, who's not. 20s and 30s. That's a business, bro. That's qualified for a business. That ain't love. So the money aspect, we
Can you
would
read
never
that
have their money.
statement again, brother?
Can you repeat that statement, Jim?
No, I thought she asked you to ask. You talk about me?
I think yeah, she's either asking you to repeat your statement or I'll
she
repeat
couldn't
the
hear
one
you.
that I got.
Yeah, I think she
No
couldn't
one
hear you.
ever heard me. No one ever
I
heard
heard,
me.
I
No,
heard you,
me,
but
me and Dirt heard you. I don't think she heard you. I think her thing went out. She's coming back in, but she probably wanted you to repeat your statement to make sure she heard you because she probably hear us, but she didn't hear you.
yeah, it's hard to
Okay,
hear
what am I repeating? The
what she said,
question.
What you was saying?
what they were saying,
Okay,
probably.
okay.
Can you hear us, V?
I can hear you.
All right, you can hear
All
Jem.
right.
I can hear
What part
Gems.
did you?
Yes.
Yeah, what part did you want him to repeat, or did you
I
want me to
didn't.
repeat it?
I didn't hear the beginning part of what he said.
Okay. The business you were saying they were a business instead of love.
Yeah. Yeah. Brand.
Jem.
Yes.
You're asking me to repeat the question if it's a business or not.
No, 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 no. I'll move on to the next part of that question that I have for it.
All right, go ahead, go ahead. I
It
pass.
was the question was, were you loyal to them or loyal to the comfort as far as the
Is
one who
that
stayed?
what I have to
That's the
answer?
answer. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I have to answer that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, one more time.
The scenario is the one who stayed, one person who stayed through everything. Question is, were you loyal to them or loyal to your comfort?
Oh, I answered that already.
No, I know you
I'm
did.
a yeah.
New,
Then
it's a
I
new
pass. I land
scenario.
my plane. Yeah, I land my plane. Go ahead. I
Respectfully.
just walked in. Yeah, I just walked in.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that? Did you want to re-answer it or?
No, sir. No, sir.
All right. You heard the Jay Z and Beyonce though.
Well, that would be no. I didn't hear that one.
I said Jay Z. I use Jay Z and Beyonce in that as far as because Beyonce when she was out selling Jay, he played the back. So at that point he didn't really have to he didn't have to have her as his wife. He could have did something else. So where two substances merge, loving harder is a phase you outgrow once you reach a state of shared reality that I use for that specific scenario. Next one is I got a couple, man. We've been flying through. We stayed on one for an hour.
that happened to me
And
yesterday.
then I've been trying to move through the other ones, but I got like we ain't got to go through all of them. But
That
this is
happened to
what
me
I
No,
know.
yesterday. We was on the
and I
same
walked
topic
off
for
and
an
came
hour.
back.
We was on for an
I'm gonna
hour
say
yesterday. Me and
I'll say three numbers. Y'all pick one, and then that's the one we'll do instead of just trying to go through them. So I got number 9, 10, and 7. 7, 9, or 10. Which one?
I'm gonna go 7 because 7 is the guard number.
I'm gonna go
7,
7.
7.
Respectfully, I'm going 7.
I was gonna say 7.
All right, we're going with 7. All right, number 7, the chaser. One person always that fixed things. Did they ever chase you back?
Oh, that's it.
That's it. The
Wow.
chaser. Have you been the chaser? Did they chase you back or have they
Hold on.
chased
So
you?
hold on. Give me a minute. You're asking if I'm the chaser and they accept you back
Did
They
they ever
chase
chase
you.
you back?
They chase you back.
or chase
Have
you
you,
back
yes, sir. Have you ever been in pursuit?
in
Not a hot
love
pursuit, but
or just like rinky dink.
a relationship. We talk about relationship. It don't got to be the specific one
Relationship.
right now, but
I've
past
never. I've been in two.
that chased you back.
No, because you said you asked the question that was I the chaser, and then I stopped, and then they chased me back. Right?
Yeah.
I've been through two. Right? But what happened was I stayed the same. Like nigga, okay, do your thing, and then I got other girls who was around that girl who ghosted me type shit, and now they want me back, and I said no. So, um, I in that format, I've been the chaser, right? Like I've been the chaser because I want that female. You feel me? But what I did was, if you don't want me, I'm gonna use your friends, and then I'm gonna make you want me.
Oh, so he was even being spiteful. He was adding more elements to the adding more elements and imbalance to the.
Nah, that's what she wanted to do. So I just played the role of, okay, you know I want you. You know you need me. Listen. You know I want you. You know you need me, right? So I played the game. I landed the plane.
Respectfully, Dirt V.
As a
You
female,
ever been the
I
chaser?
don't.
Anybody chased you back?
As a female, I don't necessarily think it's. I don't chase. I don't. I don't always feel that that's the wisest thing to do is to chase a man. That's just me personally. No disrespect to any other females who feel the need to pursue. I think it's nature for a man to pursue. It's natural, and I land the plane.
Me- meaning what though? Meaning what?
Well, in nature, okay, if a female animal's in heat, he just the
See?
flower
Oh,
doesn't the
that
flower
being
doesn't
heat.
chase the bee. The flower doesn't chase the bee. The bee comes to the flower. And I just find that it backfires when you pursue a man.
Yeah, but then that's fucked up.
If he's the initiative. He makes the initiative. He makes the first initiative to. I
Yeah,
don't think it's wrong
yeah.
as a female to show you have an
Close the
interest,
door,
but
please.
I'm not. I don't believe in pursuing men or chasing men.
Uh, I think
So
that
never been the chaser?
I've not. Mm-mm.
Respectfully, Dirt.
um I don't like I don't I don't mind like being a person who is forefront about an attraction or whatever, but I do not like to feel like I'm fucking what's the skunk name from the Looney Tunes or whatever? I don't want to feel like I'm
Pepe Le Pew.
yeah, I
Pepe
don't
Le
want to feel like
Pew.
I don't want to fucking be Pepe Le
Pepe.
Pew out this bitch. Like that shit is like I can't. Nah, I got my own self esteem issues, so it's like I need to know that like not I'm not chasing you. I can let you know I like you or whatever, but I don't want to feel like I'm chasing you to make something happen. That's not naturally happening. And because then I feel like once you set up that dynamic of having to chase somebody, you're going to be chasing them. It's always you're never going to really get caught, and there's going to be a lot of pleasure from that, and it's not going to be reciprocated. So I feel like in my mind, nah, I don't want to. I can't be a complete chaser. I mean, as a kid, yeah, I probably chased a girl back then. You know what I'm saying? Writing notes and all of that. Circle yes, maybe, a no, or whatever. But as a grown up, nah. If we like each other, we like each other, and I'm not gonna be, if I ask you, hey, let's go out, and you say no, I'm not gonna just keep asking you every fucking day to go out and not again and again and again to prove to you that I like you or that I'm worthy of some type of thing you like. Once I don't even know. I mean, this is not it's relevant, but it's not realistic. I feel
Yeah.
like when it comes to certain
Yeah.
things people have
Yeah.
their ideas of what they think they set up these things in they mind, women and men included, set up these ideas. Oh, this means love. If you're willing to chase me all day long, that means you care about me. And if he ain't willing to chase me, then he don't deserve me. And it's like, like you are not the road runner. I'm not Wile E. Coyote. I'm not here trying to to play this game, because the time we taken to play this game, we could
Meet
actually
me.
be, yeah,
Still with
like,
all these Looney Tunes metaphors.
because the shit is
Let him talk, bro. Let him talk, bro. Let him
the shit is
talk.
a the shit is a cartoon
He,
to me at that point. It's amusing. It's a
Yeah, I
fucking joke.
feel you. That's why I was like, this has got to be a theme to this. Like,
Nah, it's a joke though,
So
because it's like
you got
you think you
tears coming out my eyes.
you think I'm Elmer Fudd and you fucking Bugs Bunny or some shit. I'm not gonna be chasing you around this motherfucker.
Oh
Tom and
God.
Jerry or whatever the fuck you think this is. You Tweety Bird and I'm Sylvester. No, bitch. No, no, it's not gonna happen like this. If you don't want to, if you don't really want to get caught, I ain't really trying to catch you. And either way, I'm not trying to catch you. I'm trying to sit with you. There's a difference between catches. That's what I'm saying. Is like these. I want to know who the fuck made these ideologies up that I should be pursued, or nigga, if you like somebody, if we like each other, we like each other. What's the point? What's wrong with you telling me you like me? What's wrong with you
Well, there's
making an
nothing wrong with
initiative?
that.
But I'm not coming at you specifically. I promise you, Venus. It ain't
No, no, no,
personal.
no,
I'm
no,
just
no, no. I don't take it like that.
You get what I mean? I'm just saying in general, what's wrong with you? Like this one thing I hate about like dating. Women say they want to go places, right? But how many really offer to take you on a date? Now you could say that's pursuing, right? If you offer me to go to the museum, you could say that's pursuing. But however, nah, that's just letting me know that you're just as interested as me and hanging out with me, and that you're not just looking for a free school trip.
It's a very interesting dynamic. Um, because on one hand, a woman definitely she wants to be known that she's pursued. And but I understand your perspective completely.
Part of
Um,
pursuing is always not to cut you over. Part of pursuing means I always got to spend my goddamn
Bro,
money.
you gotta let him
That's what
talk,
pursuing
bro.
means. She
Yeah,
knows what
it's
you
I'm
an
doing.
gotta
I
let him
ain't.
investment.
talk, bro.
You're not spending,
You
you're
gotta let him
investing.
talk, bro.
I'm investing. Well, look, in what?
You gotta let him talk, bro.
She. You feel like I'm disrespecting you, Venus? It's up to her.
No.
Don't speak for
Mm-mm.
her. Speak for herself. We having a dialogue. We talking back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No,
I'm
no.
not doing nothing
I,
wrong with her.
I'm
Nah,
I'm enjoying this. We've had so much fun tonight. It's been a blast.
now you get what
I
I'm saying.
really
It's like
enjoyed this.
part of me pursuing means I have to be the one saying you want to go to the museum. That means I got to pay for the museum. Or you want to go to the movies. That means I got to pay for the movies. And in this economy, or even if I was a fucking millionaire, I don't care if I was a billionaire. I really don't. If every time we got to go on a date, I got to pay for the date, I'm probably less likely to want to go on a date. I am.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like it's corny. It's to me,
Okay.
it's not showing you're not showing me that you take any value in me. All I'm showing is that I take value in you. If I'm
Mm.
spending all my money to invest, as you said, what what yeah, invest. What 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 are you investing? Like,
You're investing in a cookie jar. You're investing in the
oh,
cookie jar. You want to put your hands in the
uh
cookie jar.
oh man, I never wanted to invest in a used cookie jar at no antique store. No, and I'm not talking about your cookie jar, but I was just saying, when you invest in stocks, they supposed to be new. They supposed to like those are where you get the. You can't invest in Google now. Ain't, you're not gonna get no return. You need the company to be a new company with a high ceiling. This shit, we
Oh
already
my
know you.
gosh.
I'm just investing the fuck. That's awkward as fuck. Like, how much should
No.
I? And then like, I'm just so like that's what I'm saying. If we trying to get to know each other, then we should both be setting up situations where we can spend time with each other, and both of us should be having to make a sacrifice. To me, you're not. That to me is you're not saying you're not respecting that I'm not some trust fund baby who's just getting the money from my dad or something that I'm working. You're not respecting the fact that I have to work hard for this. You're not respecting the fact that I have to do overtime to get this money. And you don't see it as anything because it's free. And
Mm.
of course you're gonna and of course you if we had if every look, Let me tell you a secret, and I bet this is real, and I don't know if it's real or not, but this is my mind right now. I just thought of it. If every other date the person had to pay, I bet you people will fuck quicker, or they would go on less, or they would go on less dates because it's easy to say I'm going whole list over here when I'm just getting free trips out and all of that, and we got to go here and we go there, and it ain't costing me nothing. I could do that shit all day too. Yeah, just go places with somebody. But when I got to be the one paid too, it's like, you know what, we need to get in a relationship so I can get the full payment because I don't want to be an equal. I want to. I really don't want. That's the whole thing too. Do you want to be an equal or do you want to be a secondary? Which part do you want in the relationship? So it's like
No problem.
if
No
you're not,
problem.
she had to go. She got to go.
No, she said she could log back in. She log back out right quick.
Yeah, we been going for a minute. We ain't. I ain't tired and I'm up. I ain't like Coop.
Yeah, me
I,
too. I'm up too.
I told this nigga Coop that he fell asleep with last night in the stream. He's like, "What?" I was like, "You was snoring." He said, "I don't snore." I said, "Nigga, we heard you."
Word.
But nah, you feel what I'm saying, Venus? I feel like if we both,
I
if this is
do.
something
I
that's
do
worth,
feel what you're saying. I do.
if it's something that's worth investing in, why we both don't want to invest? Why only I got to invest?
There's a lot of women that would disagree with you. Um, and I'm not saying I clearly understand your perspective. And I think we're in a modern world. Everybody has to equally do their part these days, right? Can you hear me? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm listening. I'm just listening.
No, no, because I know that my sound or something keeps going out, and when
It happens.
yeah,
I hear you
that's why
though.
I had
I
to
hear
log
you.
out and log back in.
I know. I hear
You're
you.
good.
I got you.
Yeah, and I guess you're saying that when men invest, is gender roles or something to that effect.
I'm saying that it's going to definitely increase those gender roles, yes, at a higher level. If I'm always having to do this and do that, then yeah, I'm gonna feel like, yep, this is old school, so I'm going to expect certain stuff from you that maybe you might not even be able to keep up with in this modern day and time.
Mm, okay, this is an interesting topic. Very interesting topic. Because on one hand, women do tend to expect men to spend and come out of pocket.
Hmm. The
They
chaser.
do. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they
Definitely.
love it and they like it. They love it. It's free.
So
They'll
if I
change
was a
everything
woman,
else but that.
okay, I came to you and I asked you on a date and I paid for the first date and everything.
Yeah.
Um, so how would you feel about that? I'm just
I feel
curious.
I would feel happy. I
Okay.
would feel like this person actually wants to get to know me and that they're not just looking for a free meal. And
Mm,
I would have more respect for that person that's willing to invest in something they saying they want to, opposed to just like, just not you're obviously making a sacrifice for the relationship. So I would, in my mind, I'd be like, she's truthfully out because I know people that's looking for dinner. You know what I'm saying?
yes, I do know what you're saying.
So I'm feeling like, all right, this person's not just looking for dinner. This person's genuinely trying to find a partner, possibly, and she's showing that by willing, and she must really want to go out too. At the same time,
So
I'm gonna
what
take
is
it.
your perspective on and I hate to use this word, but I know the word to say to replace it, gender roles. Um, do you think they're organic gender roles? And there's, I mean, gender roles.
So I think
um,
they're organic. I think that they're very all right. So at one point, I always thought that men should be in charge. Then I seen
okay.
some relate. So I was doing couple housing with in recovery. I was doing that, and I seen a bunch of different, and I taught classes on couples and relationships and all of that because that was part of the recovery process because we had couples, and I learned that everybody's relationship can be different. So as one
Hmm.
person may have the man as the leader, another relationship may have the woman as the leader. And that has had nothing to do with the working or who's working and not working. I feel like when you trap, anytime you trap yourself in the box of an idea of what is the perfect relationship that you're not already in, you're kind of stopping yourself from maybe finding the perfect relationship that actually might be for you.
Mm,
So I feel like essentially that I don't think that women should do all the cooking. I like to cook. I don't think men should do all the working. I don't think anybody should. I think that those things create a dynamic that nobody wants. They just only want the good things from those things. Because you got to think about when there's gender roles, there's good things about the gender roles that a woman can like, and there's good things that a man can like, right?
mhm.
I have to have a woman who's obedient and submissive, and I can love that. But then I could be mad that I got to spend all my money to get that. And a woman can like that a man has to spend all their money in the gender roles, but then they don't want to be obedient and be submissive. You get like you almost like what you were saying before when you was talking about investing. Back in the days when a man was doing all of that stuff and spending all that money for a woman, he was spending it for a person who about to come under the wing. They about to be under the arm like deodorant. It's different. They was going to do whatever they said and listen to them and be way more obedient than a modern woman is willing to be. And I'm not saying they're wrong for not wanting to be as obedient, but that's what you was investing in. You was willing. You're taking this person under your wing, almost like this is my person now. So I'm willing to do all of this. When now you do that and you'll be with a person for a week, spending whatever you got to spend, taking them everywhere to eat. And next thing you know, they doing that with somebody else next week. It ain't the same.
Mm. So if you see a young lady that you admire and you have an interest in, what happens next?
Um, I'm not single now, but when I was single or whatever and stuff like that, I would be more or less, let's hang out first. Let's chill.
Okay.
Let's
I
talk.
can I can understand that.
And not even on some, I'm not even fronting like let's hang out the fuck type shit. I'm like, let's really just talk. Let's
Yeah, let's
conversate.
go for a walk,
Yeah,
Jill Scott, right? Let's take a long
yeah,
walk.
yeah, type shit. Yeah. And then from that, let's get to know what each other's into and whether or not we even have similar vibes on things we like. Like do you like I do comedy. So if I was doing it now, I'd be like, hey, do you like comedy? How do you feel
Hmm.
about going to comedy shows? How do you feel about what do you think about somebody's a lot of people like they don't even have social media. Some people think that's a turn on when somebody doesn't have social media. To me, I see it as a turn off because
Hmm.
in my mind it shows me that you can't handle things maturely without bugging the fuck out. Like you can't oh it's too negative. No, it ain't. It's positive shit on social media too. I mean, you was seeking out negative shit. You gonna get what you're looking for. It's negative books at the library, so you're gonna stop going to the library? No, it's self-help books there too. You need to be able to
Discernment.
like discernment. You need the eye discernment, yeah, to be able to look at the difference and see where can I get the positive. And if you can't do that, to me, that is already like a flag or whatever you want to call it.
Well, because what I hear from you, and I respect your experience and your perspective highly, because I think a lot of it also
And vice
weighs
versa,
on.
not to go, vice versa.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. It weighs on influence of how we've been shaped in a modern society, which is very different than, say, 50, 60, 70 years ago, where a man could be more, he could lay out more money because a woman would be more, she would value him in a different way because she hasn't been influenced by so much of the propaganda that has influenced women today. And I think a lot of things that have influenced women today has come through, as we mentioned earlier in the conversation, different TV shows, different movies.
Songs,
It, yes, songs. Well, that's a whole different topic, but yes,
media,
the
media.
music, media in general, media. And so it does. If I was a man and I had to date in today's climate, I think I would want to date that way. I would rather say, hey, let's spend some time together and build up, because I want to see if your content of your character, if you're worth like my quote unquote investment. you know you know quote unquote.
I need to
you
see
know
some of your paperwork. Like, let me see some of the
Your
projected
resume.
the projections on this investment I'm about to make. So you're
you
still going. So you're still going to school to be a nurse? How long you been doing that? All right. Let me see.
know
not that Not that there's nothing wrong with going to school to do what you do or whatever. Respect to all people. But it's like, hold on, wait. So you've been doing that for 10 years? Okay. You got, all right. And then you need me to invest in you. Oh, you got 2 kids? I got to invest in the 2 kids too? Oh, this is awkward. All right. This investment is getting out of hand. where is it? Where is the return? my love is the return. What? I got a dog.
And a dog is loyal, right?
And it's a way cheaper investment.
What does this song say? These hoes ain't loyal.
Man, listen. Man, and it's hard because I think it's because I watched this video this guy was talking about, and I think that it's the same reason why it's because women have been over sexualized or now been taught to have sex like men, that they dealing with the same issues that men been dealing with for years. When you've been with so many different people, and I'm not making fun of nobody, live your life, enjoy yourself. You only got one life to live. But we all know that comparison is the thief of joy. So if you did meet a guy who he might not be a fucking porn star, but I mean, what is fucking like? What is fucking? What is he? What makes him so trash at it to where y'all can't work on it, or you know what I mean, or read a book together, do some Kama Sutra, to where you going, you know what, this nigga's a billionaire. Yeah, do stuff. This nigga's a billionaire, but you know what? I'd rather fuck this broke plumber nigga. And it's not, and I'm not making fun of no plumbers. I'm not rich. But
I've with money. It's just money doesn't make you
Plumbers
happy.
become millionaires, man. They be low key. You
That's
feel
my
me?
point. That is exactly my point. That's my
Those
point.
are the trades that are right now people are wishing they knew. However, in the workforce, due to the fact that, you feel me, machines are taking their jobs.
Don't always focus on my words, because a lot of times I'm just using an example. What I'm saying
no. I know you're not discouraging plumbers. I know you fuck with them.
No, I'm just saying that it's because you had great sex with the broke person that meeting a millionaire where you can feel like this is terrible. If you've never had nothing to compare it to, how would you know if it's bad or not?
My point was this, is that you can have sex is an important part of a relationship. You know, it's sex is not just a body to body thing. It's a heart to heart thing. It's a soul to soul thing. It's a spirit to spirit thing. And even if you're in a beautiful environment, but there's no connection to your partner. And for some people, they're superficial, and that can be enough for them. No disrespect to the person if that's what they want. I happen to enjoy having that connection. And that's to me something that money can't buy. That was what I was trying to say.
Oh, so you don't vibrate? You never bought a vibrator?
Oh, I don't like those.
It's just a joke because you said you can't buy it. Money can't buy it.
It's nothing like the real thing, baby.
No, I know. I'm just making a joke. I'm a comedian. Check my comedy out. I'm a comedian.
Okay, I will check it out.
Thank you. Oh, you know what else they can check out? You ain't even play that one. You don't even have it over here. That's heavy. Oh, you do got it. You gonna play it?
Yeah, go ahead. We take a quick commercial break.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, make some noise. We've been making a lot of noise on here. We've been having a lot of good conversation, a lot of healthy conversation. Hopefully it invokes some conversation between you. Another thing that can easily invoke some conversation is the show that I am happy and proud to be a part of. And one of today's sponsors, make some noise.
This is BK.
Mike Payne.
Carly.
34 and a half. Hot Boy Shay. Tyrell. And I play Tyrell.
And Monica.
Jay.
Mo. Big Prince in that series, Make Some Noise.
You gon' hear me now, feel me now. I'm 10 toes, no small talk, straight to the pen.
Throughout the season, you see him going through where in the beginning he wanted to just do his music and work a regular 9 to 5, but as things continue to happen to him, he has to respond to the environments that he gets put in.
Whoa. Damn. Nah, fucked up, cuz. Yo, my bad, bro. Where the fuck was you at anyway? I was trying to get a little bottle or something, type of weapon that even the odds, it was more than us.
A lot of people called me and was like, when they see me
I like to say I retreated, which is something people do in war all the time. They retreat to, regroup. Another word I like to use when I think about that scene. People thought I was like, punani.
Nigga, you must not know who the fuck I am, nigga. This my city. Y'all beat his ass. Get up, bitch ass. You ain't talking niggas. We outside.
I had people say, you just being you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no bully though. I ain't no bully, but yeah, don't take me there, bro. But other than that, yeah, just I'm that nigga, and I definitely feel like I'm that nigga. You supposed to feel like that. You feel me? Yeah.
Damn, she fine as hell. What the fuck you doing with this bum ass nigga? Might well come to my section.
Nigga, I wouldn't give you the time of day if you paid for it. Like she's a good person at heart. I just think she's in the wrong career field. You be surprised what type of men I see on a daily. Oh, what? That make you nervous? You scared?
Nah, not even.
I think you kind of see her go from a stable person to just kind of really wanting to hold on to a relationship that probably does need to end.
Excuse me? It's been a few days with who? Who you been working with? And who are you about to compare me to?
I'm just tired.
No.
I need to get some rest.
No, let's talk about it. Who are you about to compare me to?
Nobody.
Was it the girl that dropped you off? Yeah. I saw that person drop you off. Who the fuck was that?
A friend that, everybody try to keep around in life, that's still, doing the normal things, having a job, taking care of bills.
I know I ain't got much, man, but I know I can loan you $2.
Nah, man, you ain't have to do that.
Man, look, bullshit. It's your dream, man. You're my boy. Plus, I gotta make sure you give me a shout out, man, when you get your Grammy. I gotta make sure I contribute to your dream, man.
Go watch I'm So Tyrell, Make Some Noise on YouTube. Go watch it now. It's on YouTube now. Now we get a licensing deal and they tell us to take it off. You won't be seeing it and you'll be mad because it's on some sort of platform. So you getting first dibs to watch it before anybody. As we create it, we load it up and you get to watch it.
Yep, that's Make Some Noise, man. Definitely a great show, man. Tap in with that.
Yes, sir. You already know. Shoot, I want to rush into this other commercial too, and then shoot, we're gonna chit chat because we've been rolling 3 hours with nothing. Shit flew.
The time went by really.
Where you wanna be in your heart, we call that heart to heart. Mind game.
You are in Supreme's clientele. You are talking to Vanessa.
Betty Malcolm, I could be your rider. If you're the cannon, I could be Mariah.
Come in here and get a fresh haircut.
If you be the water, I can be the fire. I'm a guy. And you could be Messiah.
In other words, leave that in here. This is the person that you came in.
You try to put crazy thoughts in my head.
And we are back. I'm trying to get this dog direct. Have any closing words?
Just make sure, if I'm gonna say anything in closing, if you have any relationship issues with your partner, the best person to talk to is your partner.
Hold on.
And that, I got you.
My bad.
I'm gonna end with
get to shout out to JD, the barber, my girl Vanessa down there, 323 Premier Boulevard. You already know, Supreme clientele. Definitely go get you feeling good, looking good. You feel me? Get you right. Go ahead, back to you, Dirt. My bad.
my closing word is the key to any good relationship is always going to be y'all talking with each other, Stop talking with everybody else about the person that, and talk to the person that can help you solve the problem with them. When you go out and you telling somebody else the business or whatever, you're only, a lot of times, not even maybe rightfully so, you're only giving them one side of the story. Not even, I don't even mean you're doing it on purpose, but that's really just the reality of it. You're only giving them your side opposed to giving them a full side of it. So you want them to, and how can they give you advice if you're not able to tell them the whole story? So I feel like, if y'all talking to somebody together, that's different, but keep it where y'all working on it together and having conversations with each other on how y'all could be better and what y'all could do to grow.
You already see the squad.
You
Yeah, I
land the
seen them on
plane?
the. I land the plane on that. Yeah. Oh, and come watch HSA tomorrow. Hood service announcement. We got 6 hot topics for y'all tomorrow, man. Unlike Mega, I'm willing to give y'all a fake little preview of what y'all gonna be tuning in for tomorrow. Let me give y'all some quick joints. So y'all can know what y'all gonna be watching. Wednesday's topics. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking about Billy Kagan from the Smashing Pumpkins, talking about how the CIA made hip hop blow up in the '90s. Gilly the Kid said women are wrong thinking that good pussy can keep a man. We're gonna be talking about that. A man in the Grand Rapids told the city commission he conducted a year-long experience of he driving around with no plates and they never pulled him over once. The U.S. soldiers are making viral videos, creating songs as diss tracks aimed at Iran. Moneybag Yo's baby mother came home. Baby mother boyfriend came home and found Moneybag Yo in the house. He was mad. Is he right or wrong? And I'm gonna keep the I want to go to jail story. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what that's about. But tap in. We got it's every Wednesday, so we're gonna talk about who wants to go to jail, who's doing something that obviously shows they want to go to jail. So yeah, tap in HSA Hood Service announcement tomorrow, 8 o'clock. And I land with that, I guess.
Boom, bang. Any closing thoughts, Vic?
First, want to say thank you, brothers. Thank you so much for inviting me tonight to be a part of this discussion. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I didn't know what to expect. I really, really enjoyed this discussion. I enjoyed every minute of it. You made me laugh. You made me think. I learned something. And I think that's what this is all about, right? And
Yep.
I
Yeah, that one.
love your concept. I love the whole idea of land the plane. I think it's brilliant. And I'm grateful that you invited me to be a part of it. Now, as far as the discussion is concerned, um, personally, I just believe that if you learn to love yourself and you know what personally makes you happy as an individual, and then as you know, Brother De La Nouche said earlier when the merge, and he gave an example of Jay-Z and Beyonce, their merge, when I think of them, I think more of a brand. But when you do merge, I think if you learn more of what it is to love yourself and what find it within yourself, and then you merge with someone, I think it's a more powerful, and then those conversations that are difficult can be more organic, and then you can grow to trust your partner more. And that's kind of like where I am these days. I'm really learning to love myself so that whether the person comes, it's all good, and if they have to go, it's all good. Because love is not about control. It's really about freedom and peace. And I land the plane.
Like that. I like that. I got a little bit of closing thoughts. I got something that I wrote down. And I'll read it. Oh, and you can stay backstage after for a little bit if you like. All right, closing thoughts. Let's see. Loving harder isn't weakness. It means you were brave enough to be open in a world that teaches people to hide. But loving harder also comes with a cost because the person who loves harder is usually the person who hurts deeper. And truth is one day. And truth is one day you're going to stop loving harder. Not because you stop believing in love, but because you finally started believing in yourself. And the right person won't make loving harder feel like losing. Peace and respect to the guests, you at home, and until next time.
Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your destination. Please remain seated until you have properly processed. Keep your mind clear until next time.
Land your plane, land your plane, land your plane.